live it?
What is up?
It's in my living room.
Okay.
What is happening, man?
Are we live?
Yeah,
Do I have a video playing in the background?
you did. I think I went away
Okay, cool. All right. What's up, Remy?
Nick is the first in line again. He
All
like
right.
always the first guy.
That's all I got, buddy.
Hey, Mick, what's going on? Felipe is missing in action at the moment. We got 13 people watching. Cool.
Everybody. All right. I had some technical difficulties.
Yeah. What were your technical difficulties?
I don't know. I had like multiple windows open with videos, and I had a Zoom open, which had my camera going as well. So all sorted now.
Yeah, I took the day off today, which was really nice.
That's awesome. Oh,
I
you
needed
have a
it.
beer or anything? Or are you not drinking?
No, I'm not drinking, but I'm, doing other things.
Very cool.
You got me action.
Hey, knock it off. We have my mother-in-law over with her dog, and my dog is not always
Hello.
playing nice.
Oh, so you got a dog too?
What's up, Nick? What's up, Lucky? Is Lucky wrenched up?
I don't know. No. Can fix that though.
All right. We got 20 people watching.
That's freaking sweet.
So that was cool. Felipe was on Rachel's live stream just 30 minutes ago or so. That was pretty cool. And now he's not here.
Yeah. Steven's wrenched up. I'm gonna wrench up a bunch of people. We're not very good at that because we're new, so
Yep.
Nick is here.
What else we got?
Chris is here. We got DeRosa, first time caller. That's awesome.
All right. Well, I'll show a record just to do something here.
We got KS is from Germany. Hey, welcome from Germany. That's amazing.
Hey,
Yeah, Rachel was on twice today.
how do you say good afternoon in German? It's Guten something, yeah? Not Guten Tag. I don't think it's Guten Tag. I think it's morning.
I don't know. What you got?
All right, so I think 2 Wednesdays ago, I was in New York City, and whenever I go in, I like to stop at the Jazz Record Center. It's relatively close to where my office is, so I was able to go there, and I found a Riverside because, as you guys know, if you're watching, I'm currently hunting Riverside records. This jumped out. There was another Sam Jones one that kind of had a bigger band, so that didn't really interest me. But I spoke with Fred, who's the owner of Jazz Record Center, and yeah, he dropped needles for me on all those records.
Sorry.
There we go. And I brought this one home, and it's really good. Sam Jones on bass. It's so bass forward. Like there's a lot of like other solos. Like there's a flute solo from Les Spann, and he basically is like on the bass doing the exact same notes, but it's very bass forward. I think he also plays cello on this too, but it's a really cool record. Just another who's on. So Wynton Kelly's on it. Jimmy Heath, the Heath brothers are on all over Riverside. They're awesome.
Hey guys.
On trumpet. What's up, Felipe?
Hey.
And yeah, it's really excellent condition. I got it for $35, so super happy.
Ooh.
Is that the one you got like earlier this week, or was it today?
This was no. I got this I think 2 Wednesdays ago.
Oh,
Really? I don't remember seeing that.
It's really good, and I'm pretty happy with it because there was another Sam Jones. It was like Sam Jones plus 10, and I really like to hear the records before I buy them. So I bothered Fred, who's the owner of Jazz Record Center, and I was like, "Could you please play these for me?" And I had him play like 5 or 6 records, which clearly annoyed him.
Because over to Ken's apartment and played on his system, man.
So anyway, he was cool about it, and yeah, I was able to narrow my selection and get the ones I really wanted. So
That's pretty cool.
and
Very nice.
there's Sam on bass there. So yeah, really happy with this. And just to round it out really quickly, because I'm sure everybody is sick of this record being shown already, but it's on the beautiful Riverside label.
Ooh.
100 millimeter label. So there's the 80 and 100. This one's the 100. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's not deep groove. But yeah,
That's kind of a mystery pressing, right? We don't quite know what it is exactly.
Well, it's definitely an early pressing. I mean,
it is. It's like a weird second pressing or something. I don't know.
But it just depends on the pressing plant they use, right? I mean, it just depends on what machines they're using. So this is probably just done. It does have the Productions ink at the bottom, which I think means it is not
very nice.
But yeah, no, it's great. It plays beautifully. It's so nice. And again, like a bass-led record. I mean, what's better than a bass-led jazz record?
That's a good point. I mean, Bass on Top is still one of my favorite records. So
yeah, they're always
Blue Note, Tom Poet. Holy crap!
Oh, yeah, this one is pretty cool. I think I showed you guys the other day. We were talking about it. Also, a bass record.
No,
yeah, I have that in my cart.
That stuff sounds amazing. I think I got on eBay from Ken. I think it was like $10 record. Amazing.
You got it from Ken?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But Felipe, that I'm pretty sure is a reissue on Jazzland. There is an original Riverside that's quite expensive.
So that's a orange label.
That's cool.
I haven't.
Is it Orpheum? Is Orpheum at the bottom of that?
Sorry.
Does it say Orpheum at the bottom as the company?
Nick says nothing's better than a bass-led jazz record. That's hard to say. Totally agree. I got a record to show after you're done.
No. Yeah, show some later.
Everybody watch Felipe's UHQR video. That thing is going off the chain right now.
And I have a Riverside too. I think that's a Priester.
Now that looks like the 80 millimeter one, maybe. Is that a smaller label or bigger label?
It looks like, there's a space between the label and the very, there's.
Yeah. So the earlier ones have the 80 millimeter diameter.
You see there's like a rim around the label? Yeah.
Ooh, I have that in the mail. I'm so excited to get that.
That's a really good one. I love it.
Oh, can you show the cover?
Very cool.
I can't wait for that. Look at that lineup. So Jimmy Heath. I wasn't too familiar with Jimmy Heath, but he is fucking killer sax player.
Yeah, I just got the Jimmy Heath record also.
Yeah, he is killer. That is his style. He burns.
What was it called? Quota. Yeah.
Yeah. I have that. I have that here. Actually.
And then there's like this. Yeah, there's like this fighter here, the boxer next to him.
Oh yeah.
That's badass.
Cool, by the way.
Yeah, so that's Heath, and this one actually has all Heath brothers on it. So, but before I get into this, Felipe, what's the rest of the lineup on there?
On this one, Jimmy Heath, Tony Flanagan, Sam Jones, and Elvin Jones.
Come on,
where's Ted?
With Julian Priester on trombone, which is amazing. I don't get in I don't like all trombone on all jazz records, but Julian Priester is one player that I really have become a huge fan of.
It's really good, yes.
The Wax.
So we have some business to take care of here. As you can see, the rumors are haunting us again.
How do we drop a link? How do we drop a link with a password so the Wax can't join?
So the Wax can't join? We want the Wax to join.
I'm kidding. We need the Wax.
Yeah, we do.
We are in need of the Wax.
So our actual location was leaked a little bit in was that the first UHQR video where our train was shown, or was that a different one? I can't remember now.
What's this, Mike? Is your office in Manhattan? Really? Yeah, exactly. I've just been getting used. If you say the lie so much,
grab a drink.
Yeah. Oh, Felipe is left us to go drinking. Apparently,
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay.
So yeah. So
there's Rob. I don't know how to add people. Sorry, Rob.
Welcome, Rob.
I had to make some iced coffee, but I scored pretty nice today at a record store. So
Yeah,
Here's
you went to that guy's record store that does the Coachella, right?
I go there all the time because literally it's the only record store literally every day, completely different stock. That's crazy.
Amazing. Yeah, I have to space my record visits out because you don't want to see the same crap.
So I looked this up, and I didn't know this. So Charles Mangus asked Miles to do a record on his record label.
Yep.
And you can't. Here's the thing. I tried. This is a 1990 reissue on OJC.
Oh wow.
Okay.
It's not on Discogs. I tried to enter it in, and I somehow can't.
Is it sealed?
It's sealed.
Are you going to open it or sell it?
I have to pay for all the other records I bought. I did
well,
buy
an original cop. Do you know how much original goes for that? That's like a really
no. So the most recent I think is Urban Outfitters had a blue vinyl version of this.
That goes, the OG. The OG.
No, the OG is probably like, Cabillion.
Yeah.
But this is not cheap. So I did pick up a couple of the albums Chad had recommended in his video. Yeah. So I had this in my cart at Amazon, and I had sold an album, so I just pulled the trigger.
Nice.
But they fucking put this in a box with just the big fat bubble thingies.
Did it fuck it up?
Amazon can fuck up with the.
It's still in good shape. It's fine. So
that's a cool record. I passed on that once, and I went back to the record store to pick it up because I went home and researched it, and it was gone.
Okay, hang on. This is important. It's an important life lesson that Mike has learned multiple times now.
The thing is,
buy the record when you think you might want it, man.
This is the problem. If I end up buying a record that I overpay for, or I get home and I don't like it, it like kills me. Like I fucking hate it. So when I buy something, I want to be absolutely sure that it's a decent price, and that I'm gonna
look it up on Discogs.
What? Here's the deal, and this is a place I'm trying to move towards. Just live life, enjoy the records you have, and then go out in the world, and then pick up some.
Well, I do. I mean,
hold on. I'll show you all the records I picked up today, and if I thought in my head I'm going to go find these.
All right, and I will rank.
Would never have happened.
I'm going to rank them. Let's go.
So this is one Chad showed. Here's a good example. Here's a good example of having that attitude. I went in there, and if you go into Record Safari, he has tons of boxes under the shelves, and they're all labeled "Do Not Touch" for Coachella.
Yeah.
Well, Coachella's not until like April or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But this was sitting on top of one of the boxes, so I went up to him and I said, he knows me enough as like a regular customer, and I've showed him my channel. He's a nice guy, but I said, "Hey, I see this there. Are you going to sell it?" He goes, "Well, let me look." And he pulls it out and he goes, "Yeah, this kind of looks VG plus. You want it?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Let me price it." And everything was 20% off, but he priced it at $8, so I got it for less.
That's good.
And this is better than people.
I watched Chad's video. I looked that up. I was looking that one up.
This is better than VG plus.
I bought the first one he showed, the Pablo alternate takes.
Yeah.
I found it. What's interesting is I found a decent copy. Well, the thing is, so I jumped on it right when I watched
it. You paid $40 for it?
No, I'll tell you how much I paid for it. But the thing is, I sent it to Felipe and Chris afterwards, and there was one left, and it was like the VG
in the US. Yeah.
But my attitude is I'll find it. I will find it. But let me just tell you what I found. And this attitude will make you make you live life and allow you to let your hair down like Chris.
I like my approach.
You're a neurotic Jew without being a neurotic Jew.
I've always aspired to be a neurotic Jew.
So there's two versions of this album you find. There's, and I don't know the rhyme or reason. Lastman, maybe you know. There's
by the way, I'm looking at my Discogs. I paid $16.99. It's VG plus media condition and VG sleeve condition. All said and done.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. It'll be documented here. with my laissez-faire attitude, I will find that album. I promise you. Just, I'll walk because I have a horseshoe up my butt when it comes to albums. Getting laid, finding money, no. But so
no, I agree. The reason why I grabbed it is because it was only $17. So
okay, that's right. You win. So this is on roulette, but it's not the typical roulette. But from what I look, it looks like 1 year in the '60s, roulette switched to this label. Then they went back.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
No, but this looks beautiful. I'm going to put in the ultrasonic and listen to it and see if Chad is right. So
that looks awesome.
Those roulette records are all over.
I did stream that after watching Chad's video, and I seriously considered buying it. So good pickup for sure.
I have had my so I didn't. One thing I was originally when I got into this was looking for. There were things I was like Mike. I used to be like Mike. I was upset that I missed out on the John Coltrane mono box because there were stories where it was like $75 on Amazon. But they released all of them individually. So this is the last one I don't have.
Oh, that's cool.
And this I know they're digital, but these sound good. I have all of them. They sound pretty good.
Ryan is good. Who cut it?
I don't know who did the mono. I don't have all the monos. I'm take that back. I do have the Kevin Gray, I think, did the 2010 Rhino reissues, which were a lot of them, not all of them. The Olay and this I got on the mono.
Do you know how much an OG goes for that?
A lot of money. Okay, here's a.
Oh yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, because it says like half is live and half is. Yeah, but I got it for 20% off, $3.
Nice.
That's amazing.
It's like mint. It's mint.
Who's on that?
Not a lot of people.
There's Red Clay. Cool.
Yeah.
No one you ever heard of.
Cool.
Looks like mid-80s, right?
Okay, so here's the other one. Here's my story. I bought this on Record Store Day 2020. I already had an OG copy, so I held on to it. I didn't sell it. On one of the first auctions we did with Vinyl Archivist, I sell it. Okay? Then it comes out recently that Kevin Gray did on his tube system.
Yeah.
So I walked in and they had a copy of it, and I got it. I bought it back again.
Yeah.
So,
how much did you pay for that one?
24 when I paid 20 for it. But this thing goes for 40.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that.
I'm gonna. Well, even though my logic for selling it is I have an OG,
right,
and I have the Record Store Day box, so I have all the songs. But it is tempting. Okay,
Frog Hat.
So if you can follow the Record Safari's Instagram. That's how I find out when they have stuff. And they had 2 copies of this sealed, so I picked this up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's next? Oh, but the side note is I got the European pressing of this so much better than the American.
Huh.
From Amazon. It's an optimal. From Amazon UK, I got it. It was only $12 more.
Is the American press at the same place?
No, United. It's shitty.
Oh.
Okay, here's a good story. I think this is the last one. So I put this in my Amazon cart. Here's the story. I put this in my Amazon cart this morning after watching Mike the End Groove's video.
Oh, that's the only groove?
Yeah. I didn't watch that today or yesterday.
So this just came out. It's Rhino's having a 15% off sale right now. So it's as low as like $31, or I think the list is $36. Put it in my cart. Get there. They have this open copy of it. It's supposed to come with a Superfly record. Your mat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This has everything but that. But it was $20 plus 20% off.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is the Rhino, not Run Out of Groove.
This is the Run Out the Groove.
Okay.
It is numbered. And here's the lame thing. They say they were only making 1,500.
Yeah.
That's more than 50. The one that you had to order from Run Out the Groove is color vinyl. This is black.
Okay.
It's about 150 gram. It's not 180, but this thing sounds amazing. This I highly recommend people get. This is beautiful sounding.
I don't know if you follow the website, but they announced they're going to do a 4-disc set of the first Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be a collectible. I think that's my point.
But I mean, here's my deal. I have them digitally. Whatever you want to make fun of me, I'm not. The likelihood I listen to it once and put it on the shelf. I'm starting to move away from that. I want to listen to the stuff I have over and over again.
Yeah.
So, that being said, most of the things will probably sit up.
That Superfly, that sounds really good.
I'm telling you, when I make recommendations, they are not bad. I'm not being cocky about it, but I'm telling you, I'm famous for recommending good restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
This, you will not be sorry.
Very good.
I mean, this is already a well-regarded. Listen, watch the movie. Have you guys seen Superfly the movie?
Oh, it's badass. Yeah, super nice.
But you will not be sorry. This thing, the vinyl silent, it pops. It's
all right. I'm a little ignorant of this record. So is it a set lineup on every track, or is it a variety of songs from different artists?
So the first album is the soundtrack.
Okay.
The second album are just extras and demos and other mixes.
Okay.
There's a radio spot. It sounds good, but you can't dance to it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
but
nice. I have this one here.
Yeah, one of the regrets is I didn't get that Run Out the Groove of Baby Huey. I got the regular single disc, the double disc, which was produced by Curtis Mayfield and he wrote a lot of the songs, right? So
yeah,
I would say it's jazz adjacent. Chris.
It's fun. It's funk.
It is funk.
You know what I find? I find a good transition if you're getting into jazz is this sort of transition into funk soul. Especially if you like organ jazz, if you like, Lonnie Smith, and if you like, it's a good move.
No, it's a great. I've got a crappy rainbow copy.
You will not be sorry if you up. I know they did a Rhino reissue, Start Your Ear Off Right, or a rock or something of Superfly like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But this thing it's just outstanding sounding. It's Kevin Gray. This is Kevin Gray.
Oh, cool. I'm definitely going to buy it then. That's all you had to say.
So, Rob, out of what you just showed, is there one record that really stands out that is like
I haven't listened. I haven't listened to a lot of them are sealed. I just got them, but
I just mean in terms of like you were super happy to get it.
Well, considering that I had just put it in my cart in Amazon this morning, and I was going to buy it from a number. I mean, Rhino has it for 15% off. The fact that I walked in and it was sitting there for $20 plus 20, I got it for $16.
That's cool.
Yeah. I just don't have. If anyone doesn't want their turntable mat, send it to me.
Yeah, but do you want that? I feel like I wouldn't even want that
because it's cool. Superfly, man.
Yeah, it's badass.
All right, sorry.
I've got one behind me.
Listen, Chris is slowly becoming my favorite, except his hair's not tied back right now.
Whatever, man. I'm trying to capture some of the stunty energy over here.
Well, put that song on, whip your hair back and forth, and kind of do it. But has anyone listened to this yet?
No, I don't have a copy
yet.
I'm gonna have to find one because I'm not paying $50 for it.
Well, I do also have the War. Do you know the War Jazz album?
Oh, I saw it on my record store here last week. They have it. It's a Blue Note. It's a Blue Note release.
Yeah, the War Jazz album. It's kind of cool, but that's more, I think, like soul jazz, right?
So I needle dropped at the store. I didn't like it, to be honest with you.
You can find it fairly easily.
Yeah.
$2.99 for what? That War? I bet it's for that War. Oh, for War or Superfly?
No. I looked. There are two right now where there were two on Discogs. One for $39.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
No. And then, I'm not a big Kate Bush guy. I was interested in getting the box that this came in, but since they had it,
yeah, that's cool.
You can sell that for more than you paid for it, probably.
No. I
Oh.
already looked. I would have bought both of them and sold one of
Okay.
them. No, they're repressing these. The whole remastering things. Now that things are coming back sort of to normal.
Yeah.
They're being repressed. They're not out of.
I noticed a lot of stuff is like showing up now.
Yeah, no. I mean, the days of being able to. You're gonna have, like, when I find old stuff, I'll flip it.
This is an important question from Chris. Can we get Mike into Turrentine? Don't want him to miss out. I was anti Herbie Hancock for a while, and then one day it clicked. So
can we recommend some Turrentine records? Are there like early Turrentine records that?
No. The Blue Note Tarantine stuff is good. There's two CTI albums I think you should get, are the Sugar and Cherry.
Yep.
Yeah.
But his later stuff is kind of just.
Well, I was streaming Turrentine today because I was watching a record on eBay. I wanted to see if I wanted to get it, and it was fine. I mean, I was working and listening to it. It was completely fine. But I just didn't feel compelled that I wanted to bid on it or something.
It's his wife. You're talking about the classic that's coming out?
No. It was on eBay. It's let me see what it was. Chris, I sent it to you to bid on. Do you remember the one I sent?
Yeah, I was trying to bid on it, and then the auction.
Well, it's earlier today.
Is this Superfly the 50th anniversary issue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 50th.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not too into Turrentine. At least not right now.
You know what? I have some other older Tarantines I'll send you, Mike, if you want them. They're 70s stuff. They're just taking up room.
Are they CTI?
No, I forget who he's with. You can get Cherry and
Sugar.
Huh?
Sugar Man.
Well, Sugar I think is fairly expensive.
No, neither. No. Well, here's the great thing about the CTIs. The Van Gelder, they use the plates up until there's like an early 80s pressing of them.
Yeah. Most of Van Gelder,
Van Gelder plates usually.
Mm-hmm.
But those are cheap. They're not that much. Superfly. No. Here's the problem with the Amazon Superfly, and I actually have noticed this with Amazon. Start looking at the availability date. Amazon seems like whoever's like the Candids, they're gone from Amazon.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're disappeared. And the Superfly says 1 to 2 months. You're better off.
Yeah, it'll say that on stuff that is about to come out. Like I've pre-ordered, and then the day it comes out, they're like, it'll be here in 6 weeks, and then it shows up 3 hours later.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order any of those. I want to hear what people think of them before I buy them.
Yeah, I have a record to show.
I need to show. I haven't even shown a record.
Oh, jump in, Chris. Yeah, no, jump in.
Fucking records over here, man.
Yeah, you're cock blocking Chris. Come on, Mike.
Yeah. Come on.
We'll get in there.
Damn. Okay, so this record, I'm only going to show it once, and I'll never show it again. I promise, because I've been beating down Felipe and Mike with it for like 2 weeks. This is Phil Wood's. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you can see what it says there. Musique
de Bois.
Musique du Bois.
Yeah, but anyway, this record's just freaking fantastic. I did a video about it. I was kind of high, so it may be a bunch of rambling bullshit, but
I picked up, that record label. I picked up a Jackie Bayard.
Oh my god!
Album on that.
Yeah,
and it's good. That stuff's good on that label.
Yeah, Muse is great.
Yeah, I have Kenny Doran. Ease It on this label.
Muse, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
good stuff.
Yeah, I don't have many Phil Woods. I don't have many Jackie Bayard.
Oh, either. Phil Woods. I have the two. Get the two for Phil Woods. That's usually cheap.
I need to get something by.
What was it on?
Yeah, two for trouble.
Is it a prestige two for Rob? Is it a prestige two for that you have for Phil Woods or somebody?
Yeah,
else?
But you know what? I wanted to pick up. There's a direct to disc Phil Woods. He did like, I want to say in the early '80s, late '70s. My local record store has it. and I went and streamed it. It sounds really good.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Well,
I,
the
you
two
know, what?
prestiges that came out of the AP series that he's on are really good too. They probably
I
sell
haven't
more.
bought. If I free up some money after I buy the Bill Evans box, I will do that. But
Yeah.
I have. There's a great Phil Woods. They're buried over here somewhere. I think I'll pull them out with him holding a cat. That album's really good.
Rob, are you still holding out to get the Bill Evans box with free shipping?
I mean,
I feel like you
is-
may not want to wait on that.
do you think they're only going to have one extra?
I mean,
Well,
maybe
No, I mean I don't know if they'll sell out or not.
they'll
I mean,
definitely
I
sell
think
out at some
that,
point.
you know what? My attitude is
I think they're making enough.
You think?
I'm enough. What do you mean? Not enough to sell more?
No, they're making plenty. There's going to be no problem.
How many are they making? I heard it was like 5,000.
We don't know.
Yeah, do you think they're really okay? Okay, let's play guessing. When it was $600, how many people pre-ordered it? And probably not a lot.
None.
No, I think some people did for sure.
No. Well, I know, like Miranda, she said she pre-ordered it,
Okay.
but not a lot. So let's say they are making. I don't know. Are they making 5,000? It seems like a lot.
That does
Don't
sound
quote me
like
on it.
For $1,000 box set, I think it's a lot. Yes, it's 5,000.
So, but it's $1,000. It's $900 with tax and shipping. It's $1,000. I only had to sell 2 records to buy it, so I have it. I have the dough. $15 for the shipping, and I know they have this new thing. If it's over $500, you have to sign for it.
right.
It's 900, but I live in California. They charge sales tax.
There you go.
Gotcha.
So it is 40. I keep thinking, I could have bought the 2 for that has Shelly Manhole. But you know what? I'm going to end up selling all my Bill Evans when I get it. So I'll get all that money back. So
Yeah. I would just pull over that stuff.
you know what puts me over? It is 45, but it has the Cannonball Adderley album. And I have a
it does?
Japanese. I have a
Oh, nice.
VG Japanese version of that. That thing is awesome.
Which one?
Sell that to me when you get your box.
Joe, I mean, I'll sell it to you if you want it.
Sure.
Let me see if I started organizing my records the way they should be organized.
Oh, very nice.
Look, I have OJCs and
All right.
twofers of 11.
We gotta pick it up a little bit. So, do you guys want me to talk about this record
No, you're
Or-
already talking about this record.
or open this record?
Oh, it'd be funny if a
Ooh.
box of condoms fell out of it, but open the box.
Let's do that. Let's open the box.
All right.
Open the box.
I
Crank
do
it
want
up.
to talk about. I do want to talk about this record as well. That's something.
Does it have Gwyneth Paltrow's severed head in it?
Okay, here we go.
What's in the box?
All right, this is delivered today, freshly delivered.
Uh-oh.
Don't slouch to the cover, man.
Barry Manilow's greatest hits is hard to find.
It is.
Oh baby!
Polka
You
with
guys ready?
Leo Sayer.
The cover's a little more damaged than I expected, but okay.
Uh-oh, disappointment live on the internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
He bought an OG Blue
There's
Train.
definitely water damage.
Oh,
Maggie's back in town. Contemporary Records. Howard McGee, Shelly Man, Phineas Newborn Jr., and Leroy
Oh.
Vinegar.
No, looks
That's
good.
good.
I
Yeah,
have a
no,
lot
there's
of
just water damage here. I mean, they said there was water damage. I just didn't. I thought it was only on the back, but
You think they poured
That's
a pot of coffee on it?
that's fine. And
Did you get Dusty Blue?
no, I didn't. I didn't get that, but I got this one instead, and this is about the same price. So there was one copy that was listed VG Plus Media, which I'll take a look at in a second, and it's about the same price as that, and that's a pretty good price for this record. So I jumped on it when I saw that it was listed. So yeah, Contemporary, Howard McGee, Quartet.
Nice.
Where'd Rob go?
He's
I-
right
I'm-
there.
Listen, my shoulder does more than your whole body.
All right.
That's very nice.
Oh,
Let's
Nick
look
just
at-
started Discog organizing. So, what must be included in the notes section? Nothing. I don't put anything in the notes section.
Yeah, I never put it, but whatever you find relevant
put
to you, you can
I
put
put
it
notes. Yeah, like if somebody gives me a record or I buy it from a shop, I'll put where I bought it, the day, and the price I paid for it.
there.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
Like,
just
if I
put a
get it
note
from-
like, yeah,
Like if I get like a Blue Note Classic and I don't put any notes for that.
yeah. Or just put like flip in 6 months or something like this.
Yeah. What blue
This is
album are
cool.
you talking about, Marvin? I lost train of what you're talking about there. Sorry. Hello, Rev.
Hey, Rav.
Hey, Rev.
Hey, I picked up a couple of Joe Pass albums on
Ooh, Pablo.
I have a seal. I found a seal version of this, which goes for a lot of
Rev,
money.
come on up on the stream, Rev. Let's
Yeah, you
do
should
it.
Steve.
So I found the same day I found a sealed version of this. I found this used one.
Was
The
the cover
seal
all
one-
jacked up on that or something?
Hmm?
Is the cover all jacked up, or is that just
It
weird?
looks like water damage, not from another album onto this album.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you see the words on there.
Yeah, I think if you scratch it, it's gonna come out.
You know what's
I-
weird about
yeah.
this record? So the title track, Maggie's Back in Town, is on side 2, but it's not written by Howard McGee. It's written by Teddy Edwards, the saxophonist. He's not even on this record.
Huh, that is weird. Nicole, look at this. Nicole pre-ordered the Bill Evans Riverside on January 3rd. So I
Oh,
wonder if she got it for $600.
hold on.
Right?
I'm still
No,
gushing
no,
over this.
no. The price changed last year.
Was the last year?
Nicole, what do you think of this record here? I just also want to say they do a Clifford Brown song, Brownie Speaks. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Nice.
Now,
They do.
Kevin
What's up?
Evans is going to get all the money from all these boxes, right? He's related to Bill.
Who?
You obviously don't watch your peanut gallery. There's a guy named Kevin Evans there.
I see him now. Okay, man. I'm a little under the weather, okay? I'm a little under the influence, okay?
Excuse me, man.
Rob's wit is way too quick for us.
How dare you?
The guy's comments like in the middle of the screen. What do you?
I'm looking at it right now, man. I haven't gotten there yet.
Next thing you know is Johnny McGee will be here, and you won't even notice
Nicole-
that.
Corn
Nicole,
bots
do you
will be here, and I'll
know
have
this
those
record,
too.
Nicole? Or do you like Howard McGee? What do you think of this lineup? It's got Howard McGee, Shelly Mann, Phileas Newborn, Leroy Vinegar.
That's an all-star lineup. I've been collecting a lot of Phineas Newborn. I just got the
yeah.
the
What a
vinyl
cover
me.
too. Like, look how dapper he looks there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Is that the way you want to dress, Mike?
That's like Mazzy.
Mike
This
was
is like if Mazzy took a photo with a trumpet.
Yeah, but he's taking a picture all smiley, but he had a horrible demise, like all jazz musicians, you know?
Yeah.
I know. Well, this says Maggie's Back in Town. If you look at his discography, like every record is about him coming back because he had like terrible, like drug binges. So
So do we think Jason? Look at this. Should Jason sell his signed Art Blakey record to buy the Bill Evans box set?
How
No,
much is it worth?
that's a good question. What would you guys do?
Like, well, I have a
Which
couple,
Art Blakey record is it? Which Art Blakey record is it? I want to know
Well,
that.
he's saying he could sell it and pay for
but
the
it
box set,
doesn't.
obviously.
It's signed by Art Blakey.
I know, but I would still want to know what record it is. I mean, if it's
Have you-
Moanin', or if it's something from like '88, I mean, that's different.
No, well, Jason, have you had it verified?
True.
Because if you want to sell for a lot of money, I think people want papers with it.
Oh, for sure. Papers, please.
Yeah, that
Oh,
you know what?
Yeah, you can literally
You
just
know what?
sit here and say nothing and just give us a stare down.
You know what, Rev? I have to admit it. I made a doll of you and I put a curse on it.
Come on,
Thank you.
guys.
All your comedic
Any
thunder.
thoughts from the peanut gallery on this great record? Come on.
You haven't listened
Yeah,
to it.
why
You
don't
don't
you play a Beatles sound dropper or something of it?
I don't have my record players. upstairs.
Well, see, if Chris was a cool dude, he'd go to YouTube and pull up a clip from that album.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Chris, can we?
I mean, I can do it. I'll do it.
Is this gonna like kick us off or whatever? I mean,
No. Here, I'll pull it up. Howard.
okay, what do we got? What do we want to play? So
We
There's
can't
six-
share your screen though, Rob.
No, I can play it. We could just look at each other's faces. You'll hear the sound.
Oh, it's fair. Okay.
just
All right.
play the first track. It's
Well,
Demon Cheeks.
hold on. There's a Wagoneer
It's
commercial. I
called
didn't even know they still made that
Demon
car.
Cheeks. You think this
That
guy
car's
had,
$100,000, by the way. It comes with the fanciest models, like 120 grand.
Listen, the commercial says starting at 89,000.
See, but they have a oh shit, what is it?
Now, there's an erectile dysfunction commercial, and that shouldn't say anything about me.
well, I mean, they're targeted. So
you can
yeah.
actually see the two photographers in the bell of his trumpet.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
What track is this?
This is Maggie's Back in Town. It's 10 minutes long.
We don't have to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just
That Leroy Vinegar, you could just hear it.
Yeah.
I know this record.
Yeah, this guy is awesome.
It's required that you have to snap your finger like this.
Oh, the
this is all right.
Yeah, you're not getting pulled down for playing Howard McGee. I think so.
fair.
Well, who owns Contemporary now? Is it Kraft?
Perhaps.
Phineas
Kraft
Newporn's on
are
Contemporary.
shrewd about their catalog.
I think all those guys were like signed to Contemporary.
Yeah.
This is smooth. Has this been reissued?
Okay, let's judge
I
my
don't-
face
I'm
to see
not
if it
sure if there might be no JC.
This is better than the other album, which I found the OG that Felipe showed.
Oh,
The one that
Dusty,
just got reissued by Newland.
Dusty Group.
Dusty Blue.
This is way better.
No, do you?
Go take a look. See if there's any on Discogs.
I mean, hearing it through the microphone on your laptop is really making it sound amazing.
Yeah.
You can hear the analog warmth.
Yeah,
Oh, he's really
there's no digital here.
Phineas. I just found a Phineas Pablo record.
That's cool.
This is good.
Yeah.
Salted peanuts. Salted peanuts. He's a
I
Gary.
was just listening to Salt today and steaming with the mouse.
It's like Jim Carrey from Cable Guy, right?
Well, can we turn off the music? So,
All right.
I was
Hold
listening
on.
to. I was
You
driving
can't
around.
You can't just abruptly turn off Howard McGee. You got to kind of,
You gotta let him finish his. You gotta let it fade out, man. Come on.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
you got to fade him out.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
So bossy.
That's
So-
that's better than the other album, the one
I
that
was
you
listening. I was listening. Oh, okay.
No one said Phineas Newborn died from drugs.
No, we're talking about
I,
Howard
just,
McGee,
I,
right?
I, I, think I was talking about Howard McGee just having
A problem.
serious.
No, I know Phineas Newborn's story because I picked up a Pablo record. So, from what I understand, Phineas Newborn had a lot of comebacks, but he had poor health his whole life.
Yeah.
I thought, or at least part from the '60s on.
Mhm.
And Pablo brought him back for a comeback, but that record didn't do well for them.
So
But it's a
I
good
was
record. It's a really good record, though.
No, we have another MoFi scandal on our hands here. It sounds so digital.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Digital.
Well,
back
the
in
reason
61.
the reason it sounds digital is I was playing it from YouTube.
We feel like we've been scammed.
He's
You've lied to us. Our whole existence is a lie.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have this one, but another Shelly Main record, Andrea Previn, Roy Vinegar. I bought this record just for the cover only, and this is amazing.
Yeah, that's
You
a
guys
good
have
one.
it?
Cool.
Mine's beat to shit, but I have it.
How's that sound?
Oh, it sounds great. It's like,
Crackly.
Andrew Previn. He what kind of style is on that? Oh, that's beautiful.
it's perfect. Plays perfect.
Can we play a track from that, Rob?
Well, geez, man, you might have to. You can't afford my DJ fee. You get 3 songs for free. What's the name of that record, Felipe?
Shelly Main and his friends, Contemporary 3525.
Isn't that
Shelly
all of
Man.
his records are named Shelly Man and Friends?
It's the one with the birds on it, man.
It's the Partridge Family
They
album,
all
right?
have birds on it.
Yeah, there is a new MoFi scandal too. Someone had the inner sleeves
Oh,
records theoretically.
Oh, but
Here, I found it.
no.
okay. Here we go, guys.
Some brushwork.
playing piano on this one?
Andre Previn.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
He's amazing.
I mean, I find that My Fair Lady album everywhere. I have an OG of
I have a
that.
copy.
Yeah, me too. It's so cheap and so great.
Right. I don't know why they're reissuing it because you find that everywhere.
Agreed. There's so many other contemporaries I want.
But why they better announce Way Out West? They better announce that.
They
I
have
think they
to.
are. I think they are.
This is good too.
The
See,
other
now
album I want to show, I'll show it after we're done with this one.
My attitude is like I'll walk into a record store and find this. It'll be so much better than seeking
I
it out.
agree.
And looking for
I
it.
agree. If I bought this from a record store for a decent price, I'd be stupid.
I'm gonna go back
And
to
it's
some shit tomorrow now.
Mono.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
See, now this album should be called Andre Previn and Friends because he's kind of stealing it. Does he steal the album, Felipe?
Well, isn't he
Sort
the
of.
isn't he the leader?
Sort of,
Isn't he
yeah.
the arranger?
And it's the drummer
it's
led
a-
album. It's easy to
It
steal.
was a
that.
Shelly Main record.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds like. So here's another attitude I have. I have Apple Music. I love it. The lossless in my car sounds great, and I would download this album and just put it on my in my folder.
That's a cool
Yeah.
record for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Do you
It's really
download?
cool.
You don't stream stuff, Rob?
No, I stream it, but when I travel, I try
You
and
download to your phone, yeah.
I load it up, so I just have it.
Mhm.
You know, I walk to exercise, to walk on the beach. I put on headphones, and I jam out. You know.
You don't like drag your record player in a wagon behind you on the beach?
No, well, shh.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think
I have a thing with my cats in it, and I push that.
I don't think I showed either of these. I've posted them on our Instagram, but I don't think we've actually spoken about them. So I could show a couple more records here. So this one, I think, has just. Let me know. Have I shown this one yet?
Yeah, about
I got-
30 times. I think
Yeah.
I haven't even been here, and I think you showed it.
Yeah, for sure.
No. Did I? Have I?
You did it last week.
I'm kind of thinking you only have 10 records.
I don't think so.
And then this is the other one, which if I've shown,
Well,
I'm
you
showing
know what it is, Mike? They all have the same cover. It's a guy holding an instrument.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
Did you
nothing.
This is cool.
At least Felipe shows a Partridge Family album.
Did you do a
Instead of-
video about this one? Didn't you do it? No, that was a different one. Never mind.
No, it's a different.
Different one. So I've been getting into Riverside and Jazzland because they're a sub label of Riverside, and I knew of Jimmy Heath. I mean, Jimmy Heath was in a lot of documentaries. He's in the Coltrane Chasing the Train. He's in I think the Ken Burns documentary. They would interview him. I mean, he passed away I think in 2019. So, but up until then, he was in all those documentaries. So I was familiar with him. But so what's cool about this record is that it's him and his two brothers on this. So you have Freddie Hubbard, right? You have Julius Watkins, Jimmy Heath tenor, Cedar Walton piano, Percy Heath bass, Albert Heath drum. So it's the three of them playing, and their style is so good. It's like straight ahead hard bop, and it's I love this kind of style. I feel like it sounds like hard bop on Blue Note, but without them being able to rehearse, and it doesn't sound like a jam session like a Prestige. So it's like raw hard bop. That's a little, I don't know, more hard bop than a Prestige record. So this is a killer record. Definitely check this one out here.
I'm just putting together that Percy Heath is Jimmy Heath's brother, so that's cool.
That's nice.
So yeah, this is a cool one.
I have a Jimmy Heath twofer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have that? Can you show that? I'm curious to see it.
All right, car.
It's all right if you can't find it.
So Chris doesn't like the Shelly Man performing the music of records. I would agree with that. I've got a couple of those. They're not great.
I have Shelly Man at the Black Hawk Volume 1. That's pretty good.
That's a
It
great
sounds incredible.
Top 5 Bird albums? Charlie Bird? I don't have any idea.
Donald Byrd?
Donald Byrd.
I've got a couple. Oh, Donald Byrd. Yeah.
I don't have many here downstairs. I got this Music Matters 2 days ago. I did not have this record, but this is really good.
Oh, nice.
Bird in Hand.
Oh, yeah,
Charlie Rouse, Pepper Adams. Nice.
yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Jones.
let's see that.
Walter Davis Jr., Sam Jones, Art Taylor.
Let's see that again, Felipe.
Bird in Hand.
Is that new or you already had that for a while?
No, I just got it. I got from Clay. or Leo. Yeah,
Pepper Adams, man.
this record is killer. The pictures are amazing.
He might be my favorite baritone sax player.
Um, so
Pepper Adams.
one of my favorite birds is Royal Flush. I have it upstairs. It's not here, but Royal Flush. I think if you have zero Donald Byrd records, get Royal Flush.
I gotta find one now. You know, he's on that that Red Garland record.
And this is the creme de la creme.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Is that new?
We have a question from Marvin here. Oh, that's an awesome record, Felipe.
You got a bunch of
It's
questions.
good.
That also looks like it's in really excellent condition.
Savoy Blood Red, mint condition.
That's awesome.
RVG.
RVG, everything.
Oh,
This has Donald Byrd on it too. Let me show this one because me and
This
Felipe
is phenomenal. This is so
Yeah.
good, Chris.
yeah, Red
Yeah.
Garland, Coltrane, Byrd.
I have the
And-
twofer with that, and then just got the repressing of that.
I think the day I opened this record, I played like 4 times in a row. I just couldn't
Yeah.
stop. It was so good.
We have a question from Marvin. Jazz Bums. Other than Blue Note, which other 4 labels would you recommend that I'll have more than 3.5 stars and 4-star hits when I find them? Well, I
Savoy,
mean, it really, the thing is, like, we can say like Prestige, Contemporary,
Little challenge videos.
Riverside, but the thing is, like, the level of consistency with Blue Note, like, you literally just blind buy Blue Note and you'll probably like the record. I feel like with Impulse, there's plenty of stuff on Impulse that I'm not into. There's also some stuff that's amazing. So it's just, I feel like for me, I just want to know who the players are, know what styles they play to get a sense of if I'm going to like it. Because there's, you just kind of have to educate yourself a little bit. I mean, you could always blind buy and just see how it is, but it would just be hard to say, like, go out and buy any Riverside. I mean, you probably should do that anyway, but
yeah.
I think for me, I'm very selective on what I buy.
Well, one of the things, the way I do it, and as you go further, this works even better. Look for records from people that have people on them that you like,
Yeah.
right? Oh, is that the twofer? That's cool. What's the other record on there?
This isn't the twofer with that record. This is out. This is like outtakes and rarities, I think.
Oh, low. What is this? Low Stefano.
Yeah.
He got a copy of Joe's Happenings. That's a great record.
That's nice.
Copy of what?
Joe's Happenings. Remember, I bought that, but it was pressed as a different.
Look at this. I'm coming down the comments because we're behind. So he bought the Hank Mobley comp, the hard bop one. I bet, right?
Recently
Yeah.
got a sealed copy of Hank Mobley comp on Savoy. Oh
A1.
yeah.
A1,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Well,
not A1, not A1. Wait, is it? There's
Yeah,
another.
that's
it's
Lee
gotta
Morgan,
be.
right?
That's Lee Morgan and Hank Mobley, but there's another Hank Mobley one, Felipe. That's
The
like
hard
Hank
bop
Mobley
one.
led.
On Savoy, I have Just Message too.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Steven, let us know
Hey,
which one that is that you're talking about.
As a side note, this is available right now. You should pick it up. On
Thank you, Nick. What is it?
it's Eddie Hazel was in Parliament Funkadelic, but he's the guitar player.
Oh, sweet.
Like if you have Maggot Brain, there's like that 20-minute guitar solo thing.
I do
But
not
this-
have Maggot Brain.
His
so-
version of California Dreaming on here is really good. And I think if you go, this is Real Gone Music, which I think their stuff's digital. This is like $21 on their website.
Oh, nice. Does it sound good?
Oh,
Okay.
it's good. It's good.
Okay. So the one we were talking about is this one, Lee Morgan, Hank Mobley. But there's also this one.
Yes.
Oh,
This
yes.
is-
You've
Hank
showed those
Mobley.
28. Every time Chris shows those, you can take a drink. By the way,
Hey, the Peanut Gallery is talking about these records, Rob. So we're
wait. 5 minutes ago,
I
you were
only have
against, 5 minutes
Rob, I
ago, you were
only-
attacking him for re-showing the same record.
I only have 16 records. You know
That's
this.
true. I was telling you, but I like this record. I didn't care about the other record he was showing as
Yeah.
well.
So there's 2 of them actually. But
So,
these are Lee
yeah.
Morgan led. This one's Hank Mobley.
Yeah. So you want to go to Hank Mobley record?
Yeah. These are great.
High voltage.
Oh, that's a good one
Ooh,
for sure.
Nice. What's the lineup on that?
Blue
Will
Mitchell.
Mitchell, Jackie McLean,
Go ahead. Sorry.
John Hicks, Bob Crenshaw, Billy Higgins.
Nice.
That's an
Now, which
amazing.
which pressing is that?
That's the transition. I only have 2 records with this label.
Yeah, there's modern reissues of that are weird.
There's
those
the
are- those
Scorpio
can be-
ones. You can get.
I think I might have a
Yeah.
Scorpio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Felipe,
But
is
that-
that Van Gelder?
Yes, that's right here. If you can.
Yeah,
not
so who
sure
cares
if
what the
it's-
label is?
There's no.
Yeah,
There's
that's a Van
if
Gelder.
you look close, there's a hologram on it.
There's a
That's a Van Gelder.
Hobbit.
So that's a really good Hank Mobley, highly recommended. Another Blue Note. This is a Liberty Pressing. We were talking about him the other day. Hank Mobley, Wynton Kelly, Paul Chambers, Art Taylor. That's Star Bright
Let's see that. That looks like a cool cover.
by Dizzy Reese.
Nice.
Now, Dizzy Reese is no one they've really reissued. You have to get like either the Music Matters or the
Yes.
They have
Sounding,
it-
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
now
this
I-
one. There's
He-
Sounding Off. There's a Classic Records, and there is a Bloom AP45. I think.
Now I wonder why Blue Note. I know he wasn't very prolific, right, Dizzy Reese?
No, I have another one. Dizzy Reese, Asia Minor. It's a prestige release. That stuff is killer.
Rob, did Josh D tell you that he received the Al Green box? Such a good
Yeah,
value. set.
it's like you showing the same records. He keeps commenting that. But
Is he talking about the one you showed us last week though? That one?
Yeah,
with all
yeah.
the 45?
So Josh D, the main reason I got it is it's all analog, and that stupid greatest hits that they keep pressing like Twinkies is, I'm sure, digital. So it's it's 20, what is it? It's 52 songs. It's 20 it's all his hits.
Right.
And they're all analog, but my favorite song, it's the best Beatle cover anyone's ever did. It's his version, If I Want to Hold Your Hand. And let me play that because this will instantly make anyone an Al Green fan.
I mean, if you're not, don't talk to me.
While you're
no,
pulling that up, Felipe,
I don't know any. I've never met a person who doesn't like Al Green.
Hold on, while you're pulling that up, Felipe, did you want to answer that question from Marvin?
From Marvin. Yes, absolutely. I think that's what you said. That's what Chris said, and I'm just gonna summary. Blue Note is very consistent. Whatever you get from Blue Note, except like really crazy 70s stuff, you might not like. But everything from the 50s, 40s on to like mid 70s, you can buy like with your eyes closed. The cool thing about jazz, you look at the lineup in any record, any single person in the lineups, they're gonna have their own solo projects, and then you can go from there. So it's a rabbit hole. If you start digging and want every record from everybody, you're gonna go nuts. You're gonna go bankrupt. But that's how it works.
You know, I mean, I don't know how technology friendly you are, Marvin, but when I go somewhere and I see an album, I pull it up and listen to the songs.
I do the same thing.
Exactly.
Or I'll stream. But this is one of my Let's Stay Together is my favorite Al Green song. It's usually everyone's, but this is so good.
We got the feeling now.
It's only 2 minutes long. It's great.
Oh boy, that was all right, man. Ooh, yeah, I tell you something, girl. I think you understand. And when I said that little something to you, I wanna hold your
This is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That's so nice.
Let me be your man and please tell me. Walk up and tell me I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand, baby. Got to hold your hand. And when I touch you, I sometimes feel so happy inside, baby. It's such a feeling that my love, I get high, I get high, I get understand. And when
That's nice.
girl, I said that there's something to you. I wanna hold your hand. I got to hold you, baby. I wanna hold you in the evening. I got to hold you in the morning.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Which record is that, Wax?
I don't think it's on a record, but that's the reason I bought that box set, because it's on there. It's like the first single.
I just bought it while you were playing it.
It's funny that he became a reverend. He's very religious, but I don't want to know how many babies were made from listening to Al Green songs.
Man.
Because
yeah, I have an OG of that record. It's like there's a nylon jacket against the wall. That record is crazy good.
he has not recorded a bad song. I don't have any of his gospel stuff, except he recorded like a lot of the faith-based songs on his secular albums. But Call Me is my best sounding record I have. It's the Speaker's Corner. I highly recommend getting that. I know Vinyl Please reissued it.
Yeah.
But he didn't put out a bad record, I think.
Yeah.
No, and like it's like Mike at Danny Roof says, when you have a soul record that's like recorded really well, it's just kind of insane when you find those,
Yeah.
They sound so good.
A prime example, The Temptation Sing Smokey. That record is amazing.
Does anybody have the Art Blakey's Lost tapes? So does anybody have any of those? Have you ordered any of those?
No.
No.
I thought about pulling the trigger on the Art Blakey Lost tapes, and I think if you buy it from them, it's cheaper. But I got the live album that was that came out from Tokyo. I'll tell you right now, the best bang for your buck, Blue Note, Marvin. Best bang for your buck is to get the Live at Birdland, the 2 albums from the Blue Note 80 series, which seem to be always available.
Mm-hmm.
They have that little what's his name, who does all the announcing.
You're talking about the Jazz Corner of the World.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Well, they need to reissue the Cafe Bohemia twofer.
Well, but there's so many good Art Blakey live albums in the Jazz Messenger. Like the twofer I just got, I posted on Instagram from the reissue series.
Yeah.
That it's 2 separate live ones, one from an early version of the Messengers and one from a later version. But the best so far from what I've heard, and I've heard people say it's not a great mastering or recording, that those 2 are cheap. You can get them for $20 each, are outstanding. And it feels like you're in the club with them.
Yeah, no, these are great. I skip on the series. I heard it doesn't sound that great. And I know if I start with a record, I'm going to have to get the whole series, and I didn't want to go down there.
What series?
These are Lost Tapes.
It's not a 2 record.
I know, dude. I can't start a series either, man.
Look at Marvin. He thinks he's going to go get the Birds 80s twofer. It's not a twofer. It's Art Blakey.
BN80.
They're 2 separate albums. Jazz Corner of the World 1 and Jazz Corner of the World 2. Yeah.
It's a pink and a green cover, right?
Yeah.
One is pink, the other is green.
Pee Wee hey, Mark Glassman, there's a great interview Pee Wee Russell did with David Letterman from the 80s. But everyone says that Pee Wee Russell was a fucking bastard. Do you know these stories, guys?
No.
So he was the doorman. He's a little person. He was the doorman at Birdland. He slowly became the announcer at Birdland. Mm-hmm. And then he would make the musicians pay him to do the announcement. All the musicians called him a fucking bastard because he would mess up the announcement if they didn't pay him.
What?
Yeah.
And I believe from the album that's been sampled by rappers like Cantaloupe song.
Cantaloupe Island.
No, well those are the Marvin, those are the records you should get. Best bang for your buck, I think.
Oh yes.
They're great.
Yeah.
Even Chris can afford them, so you should get them.
I buy everything. What are you talking about?
We know you buy everything. You bought that Goonies t-shirt.
His Goonies t-shirt's great, man.
If we go back, Nicole had a pretty interesting comment here.
Oh, let's see it. We'll find it and highlight it. Yeah, we'll put these up.
Okay, so she says, if you're looking for my creative improvised music, I think India Navigation, Paul Bley's label, which I've never heard of. I mean, I know Paul Bley, but not his label. Improvised Artist, IAI, Black Saint Soul Note out of Italy, Hat Hut. So a bunch of good recommendations there.
Wow, that's cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to go back to Marvin's question is, like, if I'm at garage sales, if you're at garage sales and you see any of those labels and you can get something for $2, just buy it.
Yeah, then figure later. Yeah.
You won't go. That's my attitude.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Because you could always sell them, you know, for probably more than you bought them for.
Yeah.
And you'll probably like them.
Yeah.
Look, I have so many kind of records that I wonder if this is good. I'll pay $2 for it. So you know, it's not.
Yeah.
But jazz can get pretty pricey. Like if people do have a sense of like how to look what the value of jazz records are, you're not going to find like garage sale prices. So you do need to kind of like wax. Like you go to a lot of speak for
yourself.
Yeah. Right. So this record I bought very early in my journey. I went to my store. Didn't know much. It was not cheap, so I figured it might be good. It's an OG on Jazzland, black label, everything.
Ooh, what is it?
See, Sunny Red. You can't find a lot of Sunny Red stuff.
No, this is. Look at the record. It's on shrink.
Oh, it looks like a cover Mike might show. Can you give that to Mike to show?
Yeah.
I love you.
You mean a good cover?
No, I do love Yusef Lateef.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this is great, and it's back in stock at Craft, the Eastern Sounds, not the small batch.
I wish they would reissue all his Impulse titles because those are good.
Yes.
So Nick said, people are asking about where to get that box set. The Algreen. I just bought it off of the Fat Possum's website for $70.
Well, here's what you should do, because it seems like they have plenty of those in stock.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the Bill Evans box. Sign up for the Fat Possum newsletter.
Yeah.
It seems like 4 times a year they have a really good sale.
That's true.
And then you could just get it when it's on sale for between $50 and $60.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was issued for Record Store Day, I think in 2017. And they've had it around ever since for 5 years. So I highly recommend it. I mean, it sucks to play small 45s. I have big, fat, meaty hands. But I think it's really the only way you can get I Want to Hold Your Hand, his version of I Want to Hold Your Hand.
So what label should Marvin look out for just generically? Blue Note, Prestige, Impulse, Riverside?
You know what, Marvin? You should look for every Barry Manilow, Anne Murray record and buy them. And Barbara Streisand. Try and buy every Streisand record you can.
You should only look for ESP disc. If it's not an ESP disc record, don't buy it.
If there's coffee stains on the cover and scratches on the album, even better. Buy them.
Yes.
Nicole has great taste. Yeah, Nicole's awesome.
Yeah, Nicole, if you ever want to come up on the stream, please do.
Follow her Instagram. She's good on Instagram.
We'll do that for sure.
Yeah. She's in California too, right?
Northern California.
Nicole, do you have any new pickups? Any recent pickups that are cool?
Yeah. What's your favorite pickup line, Nicole?
Do you have any of the live shows from the Penthouse in Seattle? Love those. I don't.
See, now here's what makes me angry. Like Mike. Okay, Mike, this is a better reason to be angry.
Okay, go on.
For the period of time I got into collecting jazz, there's 4 Record Store Day titles that I want. And the one is Smoking at the Penthouse or whatever. It's sort of a variation with its Wes Montgomery. It's really, for me, I hate the Wes Montgomery verve or him playing bullshit covers with strings and orchestration. I want to hear him live like Grant Green. So there's one with Wynton Kelly. By the way, if you can find this twofer, get it. This twofer is one of the best twofers. So The Wynton, I know you can buy the 45 version of him with the Wynton Kelly from It's Analog Production.
The
Yeah.
half note, right?
Is that the 33 or 45?
45.
That thing sounds awesome, but there's a record store day one, Smoking in Seattle one, which is probably from the same week they were there, right?
Yeah.
And then there's there's a live Three Sounds. I want to get more into Three Sounds collecting. There's a live one of them.
Yeah.
And then the two Grant Greens. There's this one in Paris. It's a 3-album set. And then there's the one's called Smoke. It's a 2-album set where and that's some kick-ass live Grant Green. That's just insane.
Cool.
You're welcome, Marvin. Anytime.
Yeah, make sure the scratchier the better, Marvin.
If it's a Blue Note mono, you can play with no problem.
Well, no, I have you want me to show you my oldest our Blakey? Yeah, I'll show you some ones.
So, Nick, if you're talking about the Fat Possum, that's one of my favorite labels. It's not a jazz label, but
Oh yeah, they're great.
they have some amazing blues stuff available there too.
This is old. This is old, and this is so scratchy.
What is that, Rob? Oh, that's the record I want.
You want?
No, well, that's the one at the where's that?
Night of Birds. Yeah. What number is that, Rob? 1521.
Yeah.
1521.
This
That's
is
cool.
an OG.
It's really
This is
blue,
an OG, but it's so scratched up. I got this from a collection that I bought, and then this is an OG of this.
That's a great record right there. Love that record.
Well, but it's these are scuffed up. These are just kind of memento kind of things.
Yeah.
Look, it has the original Blue Note inner sleeve.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
You don't see those every day. Yeah, Fat Possum's cool too. I mean, I'll talk about them all day. They sell records for like $17 or $20.
Yeah, but they are $17 records.
Oh no, they're fine though, man. They're good. The stuff on them's cool. I love that. I love that label.
Well, I have the ones they put out like special pressings. Like I have, what's really good, and it's analog. I have the Al Green greatest hits, but they mixed in orchestrations.
Yes,
it's on pink vinyl. I highly recommend that.
Yeah, it's actually good.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
If you can go find it, came out for Record Store Day like last year or the year before.
21, probably sometime in 21. Yeah.
Go get that one. That is really good. It's surprising how good it is. Where they just mixed in orchestration behind him, and
pretty cool.
That shows you how good he is.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I hadn't listened to that but once, but I did like it. Let's see what it's called.
It is. It's better. It's better than the standard best of album because that's probably digital.
The greatest hits one still sounds pretty good though. I've got it.
But you can get that album brand new for $10 usually, like under $16.
Well, yeah, on their site it's $17. So yeah, but I can't find the other one now. Oh, well.
The green is blue though. I heard is a very bad pressing.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. My record store has a copy of it, and then I would look up on Discogs, and people go, "This is the shittiest pressing of it."
Mm.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I've got a ton of Resonance records.
Well, why is it the standard line when something's broken we have to do a GoFundMe? It's probably my settings. It's like a thing I have to mark off.
Probably.
It's probably, you know what it is? Let's change this. It's probably on the...
Nick, are you talking about the Coltrane he was showing for the original Atlantic? Hey, Baggy, welcome to the stream.
This one?
Baggy.
Yeah. What's up, Remy?
This isn't that bad, actually.
That's a great record, man. I've got 2 different copies of it. I'm trying to sell one of them.
Well, this is, if you go search for I believe it might be Bernie Grubman, the 2010 Rhino reissues, because they come in like the really nice hard cardboard. Those are sweet.
Is this why you were talking about Green is Blues, Rob? Did you see this comment from Scott?
Yeah, no. But I heard that pressing is very bad. Go whatever money you're going to spend on that. Get the 45 box. It's so much better.
I think it might be Bernie Wax. I have the 45 here, ORG. The Bernie Grandma /
Yeah,
Chris Bellman.
those are Bernie Grumman. I'm talking about there was a Rhino did 4 or 5 of the Atlantic titles in 2010.
Yeah,
those are the ones I have, and they sound beautiful.
You talking about Coltrane?
Hmm?
You talking about the Coltrane records?
Yes.
I think I got one of those.
You can go get those now, and they're still, I think, pretty affordable. In fact, there was a period of time on Acoustic Sounds had them for $16 each.
Oh, really?
And I bought it. That's how I bought
Do the
Wow.
labels look like this, Rob?
it. Here, I'll pull mine out.
So I've got this one.
That's the ORG, Chris?
No, this is not the RG. This one has like it had like a 180 gram vinyl label on it or something. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy.
It's kind of a weird one, but it's from.
It's probably Rhino then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, here's two of them.
What does the label look like on that?
It's the
It's
blue.
different.
Although
Yeah,
my
the
color
regular label, yeah.
blue and green. But here,
Good
I think I put
oddball.
the hype sticker in here. Here's the hype sticker.
Okay, that's totally different. Okay, yeah, mine was different. That's
You want to make it big? Make it big? Make me big? Bernie Grumman.
That's cool. Oh, okay, yeah.
If you can find these, you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, and if you can't, the Org 45 sound great too.
Yeah, but you can't find those. Those are all sold out. Oh wait, no, they're not.
They keep showing up slowly.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel like
here's the
people are
reason. Here's the reason I got the Olay Mono, which is digital, over the Org 45.
I don't even say, I don't even know what
Very-
you say.
It's a very what am I going to say?
That the first track is split on two sides.
Yeah, how can you do that?
I didn't realize that, and I just got it today.
That's
and
what
I
they
was
used to
kinda
do with
butthurt.
7 inches. I have a 7-inch Blue Train. They split it on 2 sides.
Yeah, how can you split a song up when the artist didn't intend that?
Because it's
Well, what they do is they'll-
records they have to. No.
the
These are
ones that I've heard, they'll-
2010. I bought these all from Acoustic Sounds. For some reason, they marked them all down to like $17, $16.
Wow.
Oh, right.
Does everybody like the Dreamin' with Dean record that AP pressed? I've got that. I've got an OG too.
I have an OG of it.
I have a 33 of it. There was like a record store day all analog cut of the
That's
33.
not the only thing that Nick Pantazzi got for $1 at it.
Yeah, but Dream with Dean is awesome. I love Dean
Great.
Wilson, so
And speaking of ORG, this record I think is one of the best live records you can possibly get.
oh nice.
This thing sounds amazing. Sounds
Yeah.
incredible.
I've sampled that before.
What
It is really-
does? I'm not a big Diana Krall guy.
I do like this record. And the guy that plays percussion here, have you ever heard of him? Wax, he lives in LA. Paulinho da Costa.
Who?
Paulinho da Costa. He's a Brazilian percussionist who lives in the U.S. since like the 60s. He's the person with the most recorded hours in history. He played for everybody.
I've not heard of him.
You know, I saw today that Analog Acoustic Sounds is doing a discount for Labor Day weekend, except for all the labels I want. Like no acoustic sounds records,
Yeah.
no Impex, like anything I'd
But
want.
you know what? Sam Records, Speaker's Corner. If you want a Speaker's Corner, go over there and grab it for a discount.
Yeah, there's a lot of Speakers Corners too. Yeah,
The Speakers Corners got so damn expensive. They went up to like $40, and they were like,
Yeah, they did get
they had a huge price spike last.
You know what?
was
Mike from the In-Groove had some. There was one album which I have a CD of. Is this Mingus album? Bill Evans is on it, where he's holding he's standing near the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Bethlehem
Yeah.
East Coast Jazz.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
an
there's
expensive- that's
the
expensive.
one I would like to get is the Chet Baker double album. That's $60
Yeah.
with Chet Baker and whatever.
And
Somebody asked before, are there any classic series or tone poets we'd like to see reissued? I feel like every Blue Note. It's hard.
No, it's Chet Baker sings. They need to fucking press.
Well, we're asking what records would you want?
What
Do we want to become tone?
Well, but see, that's a hard thing for a newbie because I have about 6 Music Matters albums, and they're not going to be tone poets.
No.
Right.
So,
yeah,
it's more like I wish there's a certain artist, like Dizzy Reese. I wish they would put out some Dizzy Reese stuff. There's certain artists that I don't know enough of, and it'd be nice to.
Like Quebec would be nice.
Like Quebec would be cool. Dizzy Reese, definitely.
I want
there's some
Nigeria.
Curtis Fuller. There's like Curtis Fuller Volume 3, which is a 1500 series that's like super rare. Like, it has like a purple cover.
If they foregoed, like if they made an announcement saying, "Hey, here's what we're going to do, guys. We're not for the first 6 months of next year. We're not putting out tone poets. We're just going to reissue the titles everyone wants." That's what they should do, or repress all the titles.
Maggie, why don't you come up? Why don't you come up and chat? This is an original Jazzland, but it came out on Riverside before this, and it's way more expensive.
So
this I got for less than $50.
Yeah. So you guys want to see some titles? This is from the AP 45 series that Music Matters did not do. Fly to Jordan.
Yeah, who did that?
Huh? AP Analog Productions, the 45 series.
Because there's a Duke Jordan steeplechase record that I'm considering picking up. It's Flight to Denmark or something.
Is that one of the ones that they have on Amazon?
This Flight to Jordan. And look at this one, this Cliff Jordan, John Gilmore. This record is killer.
Pull it out a little bit. There you go. Curly Russell. That looks badass, dude. Yeah, that sounds.
There's a Grant Green album that a British company put out a couple years ago, like a tone poet. It's a Blue Note.
Okay.
And then there's this Duke Pearson album that a British company put out.
I saw those. Yes, I saw those too.
Yeah,
I think they're sold out, right?
I
think they're sold out, but you can find for like $80, I think.
No, I found a place where I could get it at regular price, I think.
That's great.
But I don't think the album's that great though. I don't like they're singing on it, and I don't like that.
Oh, I have a Jack McLean record that is singing. I didn't like it as well. I think it's called
Which Jackie McLean record is that?
It's like a late 60s, early 70s. There's like a woman on the cover with like a scarf. It's kind of weird.
I have a question. Hang on, Nicole has a recommendation. If you love the sound of clarinet or bass clarinet, look for album Clarinet Summit with Alvin Batiste.
I'm looking it up on Discogs right now. You can get a copy for pretty cheap.
There's 3 different versions. Are they all the same record that are on Discogs? Nicole, let us know if there's different versions.
It looks like there's just copies from 84 and 85.
Okay.
I've heard people mention Indian Navigation.
This looks cool. I mean, I love bass clarinet's like my favorite instrument, basically. So, the label looks cool on that too. Well, this just says Volume 3. That's interesting.
So it's just bass clarinet and clarinet. There's no rhythm section.
Now, does anyone have any Jimmy Galfrey? What is his name? Jimmy Galfrey. Jimmy Galfrey. He's like the main like jazz clarinetist person.
Jimmy Giuffre?
Yeah, Jimmy Giuffre.
Yeah.
What did you call me?
Yeah.
Now,
hang on real quick. There's 3 different volumes, Mike, that are on Discogs for that. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna check that out. Thanks, Nicole.
Who was I listening to on clarinet? Oh, the Bethlehem I showed, the Milt Hinton record has clarinet on it. It's really nice.
I love clarinet. I mean, Benny Goodman stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
I especially like a clarinet when you can pick it up and hit someone over the head with it.
Josh D, get it.
That's probably the best use of a clarinet.
I think everyone needs Nigeria except Felipe has it, I think. Don't you?
I don't.
Nigeria? You don't have it?
No, that's the one. That's the 2 he doesn't have. One of the 2 he doesn't have.
Nigerian Chet Baker and our net comment I skipped on purpose.
I think after Coltrane, we're going to see Chet Baker sings come in before the end of the year.
Was there Music Matters like Quebec albums?
Yes. Easy Living and Blue. Easy Living.
Yeah,
because
we need some Quebec on the classic series, man.
I recently got this one.
So
You're going to
45
show that album cover again?
That's this one, Lex. Easy Living. That's this one.
looks
Oh.
cool.
So it's not.
This
So
just
they
came
never
in.
issued the most popular I Quebec album, right?
Yes,
I got this. Chris, can you make me big here?
No.
No.
that's the only one. And the AP45 has a different one.
So this
What
is
is this?
Going Out Freddie Hubbard, Hank Mobley, McCoy Tyner, Paul Chambers, Philly Joe Jones. And yeah, I mean, it's killer.
Is that Music Matters?
Music Matters, number 347.
That's cool.
And, you know, I barely cracked it. But I listened to this yesterday. It's fucking awesome.
So Nick,
And this is that's the Analog Productions 45.
that looks. Yeah, I would love to have all of those records.
Gra-
How
Grain-
many
Grain
copies
Green-
you can have a Blue Train?
Me?
Yeah,
I have two.
I have. I found a sealed DMM 1985,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to sell it, and I decided to just open it, and it sounds great.
I have a
So
Hank
that's
Mobley
just getting
DMM.
the
Sounds
mono.
great.
I'm getting the mono. That's it.
So
Cheers,
Nick,
Baggy.
hang on. I'm going to answer the next question here. If to get the 45, we get requests. Is it sold out or is it back ordered?
No, it's sold out, and I have a copy. I was considering selling it and just getting the 33.
Yeah, yeah. Michael 45 hyped that up big time.
Yeah.
But it was sold out for a while. It's not been
Yeah,
available
yeah.
for a while.
Felipe,
I bought
No,
it.
I don't.
I bought it when it wasn't inflated in price. It was 40 something bucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good album.
Hey, Baggy, what's up, man?
Vinyl. This record is back in stock
Yeah.
at Craft. Eastern Sounds. Who's this?
So the Clarinet Summit I'm looking at,
Wait.
Nicole, is in concert at the Public Theater. So
Hey,
that's-
Kraft is having a contest right now. You can sign up to win all three of their one steps.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go to their Instagram, and you can sign up to win. They're giving away they're actually giving away all three, and then a cartridge. I think Oliphant Black cartridge.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's
Interesting.
awesome.
Go pull it up on Instagram.
I would
You can
take that and then sell all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but apparently it's bad gear. Okay, scrappy gear or it's a phone black.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you're
I
gonna
don't
win
know
it.
what happened. Let's talk about that dickhead on Facebook. We don't have to name his name, but so Felipe put his video up where he did the review. You know, Felipe's got a nice setup, and this guy's like, "I wish the review would have been on better equipment and a better record player." And it's like, "Fuck you,
It's
dude."
like
What kind of record? I mean, what do you have? Is it a Techniques? What was it?
I have a OG Techniques. That's not the point. The point is that, I mean, everybody's just chatting about the thing, and the guy is like,
yeah.
do you have better gear?" And then he starts trolling everybody else. Everybody starts.
Do you know who the guy is?
He's a reviewer. He said,
Yeah.
And the name of his website is Positive Feedback.
He was super negative on the Facebook there.
Hey, listen. Get Josh. Who says get a GoFundMe to have Rob's camera changed? Can we do a GoFundMe to get that guy laid, and then maybe he'll chill out?
He's been reviewing records since 1987, Rob, even though none of us had ever heard of him. So.
And he's published on the Acoustic Sounds website.
What, in the comments section?
That he said later.
Hey, listen. Submitting a user. Wait. This is what these guys do. Submitting a user review is not being published on a website.
It is too, damn it. I'm a published author, Rob. How dare you?
Yeah.
Peer
Hey,
review.
listen. Hey, go to PetSmart.com. My review of the kibble is probably one of the best reviews there.
You're a PhD in animal behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, my review of the inner sleeves on Amazon is probably one of the better reviews that there's on there.
Yeah,
What's he got? What's he got?
I never publish on Acoustic Sounds, but Mike knows the kind of stuff that I publish, right, Mike?
Yeah, Felipe's published in top tier scientific journals.
Yeah, Felipe's store and Dentist Digest about one. It's almost like Penthouse Forum.
Like Science and Nature alongside Nobel Prize winners.
Listen, Dentist Monthly is almost like Penthouse Forum. Dear Dentist Months
Yeah,
later.
but Felipe had an entire.
You're never going to
career-
believe what happened to me.
But before Felipe was practicing an entire career in academics, he was a Stanford researcher. Sorry.
Hey, can I get a wrench? Can I get a wrench to have someone boot it out?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have a wrench?
You have to make a comment though, so I can actually wrench you.
No, I think. Oh, I can do it. Say,
You don't have
there
a,
you
yeah,
go.
There you
You're
go.
you're timed out, buddy. No, I think. Oh, I can do it. Say, oh, sorry. There you go. You're
Damn it! Oh no!
He
What
timed
happened?
himself out.
You
What's up,
dropped.
Baggy? Oh, you're
I
muted.
can't hear you, man. Oh wait, hang on. You're muted on the stream. 1 second.
Back.
Sorry if you were trying to talk earlier.
Oh, it says we can't unmute you. Your mic isn't connected. So you might try your headset you had last time.
Need
You want to
not to
stop
go.
your, mic,
Yeah,
your computer mic, Baggy?
go to your
You go to
settings. Go to your settings. Microphone. AirPods.
Yeah. See if you could change it into your settings. Okay.
Oh, he's coming. Hopefully
Alright,
he'll come back. All right. So there's the link. Nicole says, Mike, that's the one. I just bought the cheapest copy. So if you want it, you're going to have to pay more now.
Nice. Awesome. Very
The
cool.
stream's already cost me $100 and it's my stream. What's happening?
What?
So the
That
stream's
was a
already
$100 record?
No, it was like $12, but I bought that $70 Grant Green box set.
Oh, jeez.
My wife's going to come storming in here and yank the computer, the cord out of the computer.
Let me see what's in my Discord.
What is a box set?
That Grant Green singles they were talking about earlier.
Okay, Al Green.
Oh yeah, Al Green, not Grant Green. That'd be weird.
You're
But
not
cool.
confused. Yes.
I gotta let Rob back in because
Yeah, I kicked someone out, and then I had to open up YouTube to kick him out, and it was making noise. I thought I clicked the wrong one, but at least that person's gone.
yes, that's good. Did
Um,
Rachel ban that other jackass today that was being in this?
No, so it's this guy. Here's what's funny to me, right? The dude that gets off, he thinks when you're talking about, he wants you to talk about him, and he thinks he's pissing you off when he does it,
Mhm.
which he's a racist piece of shit, though.
Yeah,
There's even if you make a like you could call me whatever derogatory term you want, even, but you're anti-Semitic. Once you make that joke, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're anti-Semitic. So
100% facts.
Yeah.
In case anyone's wondering, that will absolutely not be tolerated here either.
right. Hey, Novice Disc, let me think about it, about selling it. I think it goes for a good amount of money now. But no, here's what's hysterical, and I'll get off the subject. It's really just 4 people.
That's true, Lucky.
And you would think it's the internet. There are a lot of people who get their jollies being jackasses, right? But these 4 people consistently come back to this stream thinking they're doing like the God's work or something.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, it's funny.
But thank goodness you don't attract these people.
Yeah. And just to agree, got a comment. The 45 is definitely way more silent than the 33. And in my 33, I think I ran like ultrasound twice, but it doesn't get as quiet as the 45.
Are you talking about the Oscar Peterson?
Oh,
No,
God.
the Miles. Someone dropped a
Yeah,
comment about the Miles. They also got 45.
You have noise on your. Then why didn't you send it back to them?
I mean, it's not noise, but compared to the 45 is way more silent. Way
Yeah, I
more.
wouldn't say that my 33 is the quietest record I own or anything.
Mine sounded fine.
No, mine sounds great. It's just not the
Oh,
quiet.
sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah, mine sounds really good.
Like the timeout
Robert-
45 sounds
Rob, are
better.
you getting the 45?
Hmm?
Are you going to get the 45?
Hell no, I have the 33. I'm not. How many records can I buy for $150 that I already have? You know, I had that mono 2011 mono reissue, which was digital, and that thing sounded great.
That's great.
But I have this piece of shit that I probably can't even give away.
What is it?
Mo5.
You can give it away, sell it for $40 on.
I've seen that on eBay for listed for like $60.
You can
But
get
you can still buy this brand new, can't you?
no, right
How
now.
much is it brand
I
new?
mean, it'll come back into stock eventually,
Is
probably.
it $60 brand new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
I think it's
listen.
waiting.
Come on, I feel special. I was 2020, whatever, and 6.
Do you not like? What do you think of how that sounds, Rob? Do you not like it? I
I
heard
would
it's
give
bass heavy, but that's
I
like
would give
typical
this a
lo-fi.
B. This is a B. This is a C plus B minus compared to the 33.
Oh wow.
Now, if the UHQR didn't come out, would you be happy with that one?
No, I was listening to my mono 2011 that Kevin Gray mastered, but it was digital,
Those are
but it
great.
was good. And that thing was $20. You know what? Here's
that
my
whole
thing.
series is badass, Rob.
That thing was $20, but I resold it for $40.
That
And
mono
I
series
think-
is good though.
And I think all them are in print. You can buy for like 20, 25 in that
Yeah.
range.
Baggy, is
we
your
have to
mic
mention,
sorted?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Oh, hey Baggy, what's up, man?
Yeah, you're good.
That's cool.
You're good.
I
Yeah,
was
but your-
going to say that,
Your background's all blurry.
yeah. I was watching the Michael 45, and I think he was trying to search for inner groove distortion. Was what he was trying to say. If you've seen that video, talking about
No.
the benefits of having a 45, and
Uh-huh.
I like that too. But I mean, with the jazz album, especially Kind of Blue, even the 33 version has a ton of dead wax on there. So I don't think there's any danger of inner groove distortion even with the 33. I have this one record. It's Stephen Sondheim's "Merrily We Roll Along," and it came out in the 70s. And that thing, they have it, and it's the greatest song from the whole musical. Is at the very last track on side 1, and it's like there's like teeny tiny, meters of dead wax on that. So it's just it's totally trash by the time you get there because it's so far in that even if you have a super nice table, I mean, really everything's set up perfectly, it's just awful. And I'm like, I don't think anyone's ever going to release a double 45 version of Merrily We Roll Along, but
Well,
I'll probably have to get on.
I heard they recalled all the versions of "Merrily We Go Along."
Yeah, they probably did.
I
It
heard
wasn't
on
a
Stephen
success.
Sondheim's deathbed, he goes, "Don't listen to that record."
It has
Didn't he
George from
just pass
Seinfeld on
away?
it, by the way.
Did he pass away this year?
He died last year.
Last year, okay.
Come on, Mike. I know you were a big fan of the unnecessarily remade version of.
I only know because they replayed a Terry Gross interview with him when he passed away.
Also, I already took Chris's advice, and I was in Whatnot auctions all weekend,
Okay.
and with varying results. One of my results, I only spent like $20, but like this guy was selling like quarter bend records that looked really nice, but when you play them, it's just like someone threw sand on your turntable.
Frying bacon.
Yeah,
That-
it was just. I don't think any ultrasonic will bring those back, but I mean, it was only $20, so I'm not gonna leave them. I'm just gonna not leave a review at all.
Yeah.
But at another auction, I got
That's
Yeah,
nice.
those are from those same series.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
anyway.
Exact-
This is
yeah.
Sketches of Spain. Because this is one of the ones I wanted to get. I had pre-ordered with the MoFi.
Yep.
And I
Me too.
canceled, and I don't need it because now. Thank you. You
Well,
showed me that link, and this
me
guy
too.
was auctioning stuff. I actually got this for less than what.
I would have sent.
sent.
I have a version that has one little scratch in it. I would have sent that to you for free, Maggie. If you
Is
bought
that a
some.
mono? Is that mono?
It's
Yeah.
the mono one. I have one of those
It's
that
the
I'll
ones
just.
that Chris showed me last time I came on here. He sent me the
Yeah.
link for it.
But
Those
those
are-
are cheap.
man.
Those are really cheap.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I want. You know how they do those giveaways?
Yeah.
I got this, which I don't know who this
Let
is,
me make you big. Hang on.
and
Oh,
I
you
don't.
got a giveaway? Cool.
The one
That's,
instrument I really don't care. Well, there's two. I don't care for organ, and I don't care for vibraphones. This is a vibraphone, so maybe I'll save this for like if I ever do one. Of
You
those
don't
contests.
like any Bobby Hutchison stuff? Because this stuff's awesome.
I don't like it enough to buy it to own it, but I'll listen to it if it comes on like the radio.
Hi, Scott. Thanks for joining.
I think the Bobby Hutcherson is one of the most expensive music matters you can get now. Happening.
But all of his main Blue Note stuff is.
Interesting.
You know,
Yeah, I
this,
don't like that skirt.
What is that?
this is. Guess who's on this?
Jazz solo Porgy and Bess. Who?
Bill Evans is on this.
Oh,
wow.
really?
In addition to, and it's got this gorgeous book. This thing is. It's got a book in here that has pictures from the sessions.
Wow.
That's
all
nice.
the players. It lists the solos like by track, like who's doing the solos on each track, and
That's cool.
That's
Uh,
it.
How does it? Is it over orchestrated, or is it good?
I haven't listened to it yet. I gotta clean it first. It's got a lot of. It's very clean. I think it's gonna be okay, but I've got to run it.
That's a neat one. I like that.
Yeah, that's
I don't
cool.
want to go
Yeah,
back to
that guy's called Hidlee, Hidlee. So if you see his auctions come up, he auctions nice stuff. The other guy, there's another guy called Last Resort Records. You can look him up. It's lastresortrecords.org. He does Japanese imports. And actually, Mike Esposito came in at the end of the auction, and everyone went, "Oh God, we're all screwed because we're not going to be able to compete with him." But luckily, he didn't have anything else to auction. But this guy does all Japanese imports, and I forget what the other one I really wanted, but it got up too high. It got more than what it would go on Discogs. But he had a Wynton Kelly Riverside, had Nat Adderley on it. I repackaged it because I got it out and it was gorgeous. And I looked.
Winton Blues. No.
What's the name of the album? Because it's probably one of these.
I'll have to look it up on the app.
Because
It has it had the OB and everything, but I pulled it out over one of the tracks. It had 3. It looked like someone took an ice pick or something and went over the first track.
Yeah.
And I contacted the guy. He's like, I don't know how I missed that. I didn't play grade it, but I visually graded it, and I don't know how I missed that. So, I mean, he's an established guy, so I don't think he did it on purpose. But I'm gonna have to go through the
Wild West. That whatnot. There's a story last week. I went into this new record store in LA.
Yeah.
And it was a shitty record store. All the records were shitty. When I walked in, the guy was doing a whatnot auction, and I thought he was just talking to someone like on the phone. And I looked around, and he goes, "What do you want? You want Freddie Hubbard records and something?" He went over to the section and pulled he goes, "If you want Freddie Hubbard, I'm pulling all these." He didn't even look at them. He went up and just started selling. From the look of all his records, there wasn't really much over VG plus, and he's just selling that willy-nilly on whatnot and just crap. They're not even in sleeves. They're all cramped in. I felt sorry for all those people buying from him on whatnot. I just did.
Baggy, I think
they were eating it up. They were eating it up like it was gourmet pizza.
Does anybody else have that Kevin's talking about, the Ella and Louie version of Porgy and Bess?
No,
I'm looking for it right now while everyone buys all the copies of it.
Yeah, I've got a copy of it, I think.
It's awesome.
Really good record.
I love it.
But Baggy, I think what Felipe said, that record may have been Kelly Blue. And if it is, I actually have that in the mail right now. And what's cool, I mean, the lineup is killer, but Bobby Jasper's on it. I'm a huge Bobby Jasper.
Phil Woods
I
is
was
on
fresh
it too.
I like that one.
I don't have any other Japanese 70s Japanese Riverside stuff, so
no.
that was like my first one. I was like, of course it has to be damaged somehow.
There's two versions.
There's OJCs that are pretty cheap.
No, Japanese is good. I mean, that's the only analog productions I'm skipping on the series because I have this Japanese, which is fantastic. It's not Riverside, but you can buy with no question.
Because the 70s, really like a lot of people say, or at least, well, the Fremer especially says that all the 70 Japanese stuff is not great, and he got rid of it because he was originally collecting it. And then, but he said, from what I heard, the Japanese jazz is okay from the 70s.
Yeah. People talk about the rock not being so having too much bass or being thin on bass, but
well,
it's just opinion.
You know what's really good? Mike from the Ingrid was showing those Japanese reissue ones. I have the Barney Weiland, and it's very good.
Which Barney Weiland?
They're all those Japanese jazz reissues that Mike from the Ingrid showed in his latest.
With the black Obi strip on it?
Yeah, I bought the Barney Weiland. It's good.
Yeah.
Kevin, is this one you're talking about? Because I have this one. I only have one disc, though. I think they may have sold different versions. And some of them only had one disc, and some of them had both. Maybe there was a volume 1 and volume 2. I don't know. That's the only one I have. There's one record in it.
That's one of the covers they shot at the mall store where you get your portrait taken.
Oh, at Sears?
Yeah.
Sears Portrait Studio?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I remember Olin Mills back in the 80s?
Didn't you usst to go to Glam Shots, Chris? Get your picture taken at Glamour Shots?
Fuck yeah,
Still
man.
does.
Yeah. You remember
Jazz
the
bombs are
Napoleon
very good.
Dynamite when he pulls out the glamour shots of the random girl and he was trying to convince Pedro was his girlfriend?
Where she was cross-eyed?
So, Baggy, are you liking the Whatnot auctions? Are you going to continue doing it?
From that,
Would you
from those
recommend it?
two,
Because I haven't even explored it yet.
well,
They're shitty.
the Last Resort Records guy, I went to his website and he has the Clifford Brown. Okay, do you remember when Joe Harley was on 45? He asked my question that I asked in Rachel's chat the morning before, which is, are you ever going to do any 10 inches? Because I thought it'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like a record
I asked
store
that
day.
question, too.
Yeah, the 15.
So,
yeah.
and I
4,000.
specifically asked, such as the Clifford Brown. 45 did not say the Clifford Brown, but then Harley says, "Oh yeah, we did some of those, but we do the 12-inch versions of them, not the 10 inches. We did those in Music Matters, the Clifford Brown." I'm like, that's the one So does that mean that we'll see a Clifford Brown tone?
Well, also, there's Clifford Brown on Pacific Jazz that he has access to.
Yeah.
That's it right there. And that guy, he has the Japanese version of that on his website right now. The guy that
I hope Joe Harley goes into those tapes and pulls out some Clifford Brown. That would be amazing.
Is anybody else
and McGee.
Anybody else interested in the new Charles Lloyd trio stuff that he's putting out?
I've listened to it. It sounds good. I don't know if my money's better spent elsewhere. I think.
Sure.
If I can, that's something I'll just stream when I'm in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Stone Poet. I like it. I think it's a really, really well done record. I'm waiting for the three come out. I get a box together. I don't know. Still thinking.
Trios, yeah.
Get the right now. Go to Acoustic Sounds. Use that discount. Get the Speaker's Corner, Charles Lloyd, Desert Flower. Get that album.
Forest Flower.
Good. What is it? What is it called?
Forest Flower.
What'd you call me? What?
Yeah.
Just go get that album.
Wildflower.
Wildflower. Go get that album. You'll be very happy. Don't spend your money on that new thing.
What about the Leonard Cohen tribute? Are you guys getting it?
I don't know.
Just go buy a Leonard Cohen album. You don't need to hear other people sing his shit.
Is this it, Wax? What you're talking about? Yeah.
Yes. Hold that album up. Go buy that. Use your discount.
Yes.
That Speaker's Corner sounds beautiful. Go get it.
Absolutely agree. 100%. This is a great record.
That's if you're going to get a Charles Lloyd album, that's the album you should get.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah.
If you want, you go get Chico Hamilton shit where Charles Lloyd's in his band. Get that stuff too. That's good.
That's cool.
Now I'm trying to find this Porgy and Bess album for cheap.
I think that Porgy and Bess buries both the other Ella and Lewis albums. It's outstanding. I listened to it a million times in streaming.
Ella and Louis one?
This came back in stock on Music Matters. This is Lee Morgan Candy.
Yeah, but it's $100.
Yeah, but it's back in stock if you want it.
I'd rather wait till they put that out. Because there's a it was issued with those Blue Note reissue series in the 70s as Candy Lee. Did you know that?
No, I know.
Oh, I think somebody posted that very recently.
Candy.
I saw that. Yeah, I've never I think that was actually pressed in France.
No.
I don't think that was a U.S. pressing of it.
Hey, Kevin, not that one. I want the one with Bill Evans on it that Baggy showed.
Oh, the other one, yeah. That's interesting. I want the two record Ella and Lou.
I don't know if you knew there's a VC rule. Let me tell you this VC rule. It's just I just made it up right now.
Okay.
The VC rule is you're only allowed to buy one Louis Armstrong record a day. And I just bought this one. Okay?
Fair.
So don't try and make me break the rule I just made up.
There's another VC rule. You have to show one record all the time.
Yes.
No.
That's one of them.
You're about to change the name from the Jazz Bums to the consumerly responsible jazz bum who only can buy one record a year and shows that same record.
These guys will tell you I'm like very nitpicky when I buy records.
Look at this. So this is one of those Newlands that just came out.
Yeah,
This record
believe-
sounds really, really, really good.
but I have the Jerry Mulligan.
Yeah.
Which is his best album.
Really?
It is. I think it's his best album. But I heard that that's digital. Their stuff's digital.
It is. So yes.
They're cut by Kevin Gray though, so who cares?
My record came from England. It seemed split. I was they gave me a discount, but
Yeah, mine seems split too.
Yeah, that sucks.
screw. You know what? Newland, my favorite band, only put 2 albums out. Newland is putting out a 7-inch box of them, Jellyfish,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna order it like an idiot. It's up on Amazon.
Yeah.
I got their email when the color version came out. They sold out like in an hour, and then they put a black one.
But I think they sold out what they were allowed to sell. Other people picked it up, and there's still versions of the colored. But they're gonna press probably a shitload of the black vinyl version.
Oh yeah, it's still available. You can go to Newland and order it.
Don't buy anything from them though, because their prices are ridiculous on their site. I think I've never seen that one on acoustic.
You know,
acoustic sounds are
because the dollar right now is pretty good compared to the pound, but definitely is better than the euro.
Yeah.
You can order. It's not bad ordering from
No.
England and stuff.
No, but I'm just saying for on the Newland website it's $39, and I bought these 2 for $29 at Acoustic Sounds. So look for just the regular records, not that
29.
Acoustic Sounds is pretty good prices. Hey guys, I gotta jump. If I can, I'll try to join later if you guys are still streaming. But if not, have a good night.
See you later, Mike.
See you later, Rob. See you, Baggy. See you guys.
I might.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna leave soon too.
Oh no.
Make some. Well, what do you want me to insult more people? Okay, let's see who we got here.
I don't need to insult anyone. Did you like the Jerry Mulligan though? Because it just got repressed, and I'm going to buy it.
Which one?
The Jerry Mulligan from Newland.
It's hard to find an OG of that in good shape.
Man,
to me the Newland did something distinctly different. The best song on there is the Night Lights, and they he did a redo of it like in the late 60s. Mm-hmm. They added that onto the Newland. I highly recommend getting that album. If you can get it for 29, is it 29?
Yeah, it will
go
be.
Go get that album. That's
I got that album here in a yard sale here for like $1 mint.
What? Where'd you get that for mint?
Night Lights in a yard sale next door here. $1.
Nice. Baggy, the crowd wants to hear more from you. You're in demand.
Watch my videos. I have 9 views on the main focus of my channel is supposed to be I'm gonna talk about a movie and the related soundtrack or music that's inspired by it, and I have like 9 views on it. Not surprising. I'm picking like stuff from the 1960s. So
Baggy, are you into kind of Broadway stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so one of the best independent movies ever made. I was at Sundance. I went to a midnight screening of this movie, didn't know anything about it, read the blurb, and was blown. I've been to Sundance so many times and seen so many disappointing movies. I can count on one hand the times at Sundance I saw, wow, this movie's awesome. Mm-hmm. This is a movie called Camp. Have you ever seen it? Mm-mm. Todd, he used to write a lot of movies. It's about a bunch of kids. There's a famous Broadway kids camp that they all go to. Famous. Mm-hmm. It stars a very young, like a 15-year-old Anna Kendrick is in it.
Oh, okay.
And the soundtrack is amazing. I highly recommend seeing this movie called Camp. It's from
2003.
Yeah, 2003. You'll be floored by the movie.
Yeah,
and the sound. I have the soundtrack on CD. It'd be cool if they put it on a vinyl. There's a guy in it who nothing became of it. They do a version of Wild Horses on it. That's amazing.
Oh, nice.
And they do a lot of Broadway kind of songs. But if you're if you're like you don't like independent film, but it's a musical. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen at Sundance.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
And the music and the soundtrack is outstanding.
I'll
Yeah,
find
I
it.
highly recommend it.
That's cool, Rob.
Yeah. We're talking Curtis Mayfield earlier. I really dig the soundtrack of Jackie Brown. I do like that soundtrack.
Well,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
I showed Felipe that
I think
soundtrack.
they're repressing, right?
Well, no, 100 across 110th Street from the blaxploitation movie that Quentin Tarantino uses. That's the opening song of Jackie
Mhm.
Brown.
Gotcha.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen this
I
one.
would- Okay, Kevin Evans. So does anyone, when Vinyl Me Please puts out that ridiculous
Is there?
game
Yeah.
that they do, does anyone familiar with this?
The what?
So Vinyl Me Please, when they're about to announce the next 3 months of their titles,
Yeah.
they do this thing on Twitter where they have clues, and if anyone guesses it right, they give you $150 credit.
Oh,
wow.
really?
And it's like impossible to guess.
Yeah.
So Chris, I'll send you a link if you can post the thing, and if we can guess, because Anatomy of a Murder possibly could be an answer to one of these.
But I think it's already available, right? No.
No, they put this game up for a while until they make the announcement.
Oh, they have. Yeah, I think Vertigo.
Was that
yeah.
Quincy Jones or Ellington?
It's Ellington.
Either. Ellington.
I want to get it, but I have the CD of it.
So I love Ellington.
Here, I'm going to send you the link of this.
It's a great movie too.
Yes, it is. Okay, here. I think this is right. Here. Can I share? Share. I'll put it in the comment in the private chat.
Okay.
Cool.
So, see if we all can use our brain power to guess from these clues. Okay, I think the classic series might be easiest of them all to guess
Mhm.
because there's 4 possibilities of one of them. Anatomy of a Murder might be one of them, but I don't think it's that one. Unless Vinyl Me Please thinks they're smarter than everyone else. Okay, can you make that image bigger?
One of the most important jazz albums ever made.
Well, that's not the essentials. That's kind of tough.
All 3, yeah. Name 3 albums that begin with a B. How are you going to guess that?
No, it's not the album. It's the artist, not the album.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
Bandana?
artist. Brubeck.
Chris, cross out your link thing off screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even. We're doing mine. I don't give a shit.
Can you make it a little bigger? I'm more about the classics because that's all the potentially jazz stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So the year of release, 83, 59, and 60. The one of them, which I think is 59, is one of the most important jazz albums ever made. Well, obviously, it's not Kind of Blue. They're not reissuing Kind of Blue.
It's gonna be Brubeck.
No, well, they're not I think it's The Shape of Jazz, the Ornette Coleman album.
Or that again?
But there's no B. It has to start with the letter B.
No,
No, it's a
that's
different record.
Essentials.
Oh, Essential. Okay, sorry.
It is the classic part.
Those are the potential jazz albums. I think it's either that, Anatomy of a Murder is that same year, or it could be Mingus, the Mingus album.
Mhm.
What is?
But I don't.
Are we guessing the year of release? It's one of these
No,
three.
they said their year release is for each title is 83, 59.
Well, I
and
don't
60.
think they've ever had an Ellington in the classics, have they? I don't think so.
This is impossibly hard.
Who's top for the second time, but the first time is top billing.
So if you look through all the classics, it's someone that's appeared before, but this time with top billing. So maybe it was a
It's a side person, a side guy.
side guy on the previous release, but now they're
Riverside chick. Huh.
All those Candid got pushed back, man. They're not available.
Again?
I don't know. They're being pressed probably at United. They probably listen to the test pressing and go, "This sounds like I'm listening to Sandpaper on my turntable."
I hope they're not pressed at United. I'd take GZ. So are we giving up on this?
Well, you can't guess any of them. Look, hip hop. The official year of release was every year in the decade of the 2000s.
So stupid. I guess that's weird.
Hey, yeah, I aggress the essentials. One of those albums was from Badana.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruce Springsteen.
Well,
that's not enough, man. That's not enough clues. It's too much work for it.
Can you be more vague, please?
Yeah,
Bob
exactly.
Dylan.
It'd be interesting if they put out a Dylan album, but they've been reissuing all of them.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, are you saying that this Anatomy of a Murder is on MoFi?
No.
Was it an original MoFi?
Maybe so.
You know what I have? I have when MoFi was doing all those Miles reissues. They didn't do this one. They didn't do Someday My Prince Will Come.
Yeah.
I have the original MoFi of that I'm selling. It's mint.
Does it sound any good?
I haven't played it because it looks unplayed. I'm afraid to play it.
I think I have that record. I'm trying to remember which version though.
I have the OG2Y. Sounds amazing to me. That's
Well, I
fine.
have
I'm fine with
I
that.
have the so far I believe, and someone could correct me. It's the only of all the recent. You know how Chad said RTI is doing their albums.
Yeah,
that's one of them. RTI did that pressing.
Oh yeah, I've got that one. That's the one I have. Is the analog production. It just came out.
I just got that like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that's great.
It's available, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
I got a notice, I got an email notice that, hey, this is ready to ship if you want it.
Yeah, that's what I have.
So they must have issued that before or Classic did, because they didn't get the tape for it in 2022. That's for damn sure, right? Like from Sony?
I think they have the plates or from the whatever.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna take off. It's time to make some food.
All right, man, are you gonna be on Rachel's stream tomorrow?
Probably. I'm a loser. I have nothing going on.
Me too.
Right.
Come
on out and watch me make fake drama where I yell at people and they take
When's
me.
the next auction?
Huh?
When's the next auction gonna happen?
Well, Patrick's gone for the next 2 weeks, and I've stocked up. I have a lot of good jazz. I feel like I'm gonna pull the trigger. I have a classic records jazz album, Blue Note.
Yeah,
I think I'll auction off.
Wait till after the 9th.
Which one do you have?
I have a Horse Parline. I got 2 copies of it, so I have one I'll auction off. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful copy.
I'm only missing one Horse Parline Blue Note. Let's see if that's the one.
Which one is it?
I forgot from the top of my head. I forgot the name.
I have it posted on my Discogs, I think.
Okay, I'll check it out.
But I decided to just sell some really choice stuff. I did it last time. So
definitely.
Take it easy, guys.
You gotta. I hope that kid comes back. That after you left the stream this morning, this kid came in and he's like,
kid?
I don't know. He's this kid.
Oh,
and
he speaks like a machine gun. But
yeah,
he's
he's
very
like
excited.
a New Jersey guy or something. But he's into a lot of really cool music. Actually, I really like him. He's gonna be.
No,
fun.
I like him too.
The guy who came on at the tail end when I left.
She said, "Oh, I'm gonna stay on." Like she wasn't sure if he was a
for an extra 20 minutes. Yeah, but I ran to an estate sale with 500 people outside of it. So then that's when I went to Record Safari, and I ended up doing better.
Cool.
No, he was really cool. It was really nice. He was speaking today.
All right. If you can post another 4 videos about the 45 kind of blue, I would appreciate it.
Well, I mean, there are 2. We got 3,000 views off the one Felipe did yesterday.
No,
that's 2,000. Crazy.
No, it's not crazy. A lot of people want to know about that. That's like the new MoFi video.
Next month it's going to be the blue train, and I'm going to jump on that train, and hopefully I'll get.
Yeah, but it's like that's my whole feeling about doing videos now. Do you need another middle-aged guy with a baseball cap and a goatee and glasses?
Well, that's funny because Zet Pearl.
Yeah.
He just posted this link, and there's this kid who's a girl who is showing off her Otis Redding records, and I was like, hey, there we go. And this other kid that came on Rachel's stream today, they're here to replace us. See, they're gonna bury us, and then we're not gonna.
No.
It's just gonna be us and Rachel's stream, and then all the kids are gonna take over the BC.
No, kids have come and gone. You know what? They get distracted. They get turned on to something else, and
then they start a Mario Brothers speedrun channel.
I think your knowledge of kids is like from 30 years ago. They're different now. Mario.
Now, yeah, mine are horrible.
Mario Brothers. All right. Lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye, Max.
Man, I made a mistake. I put this record up on Discogs to sell it, and I said it was VG plus just because I was trying to be conservative, basically. Because it's like mint, pretty much, because I've played it once. And now I'm like going back and forth with this guy that wants to buy it, but it's like a nightmare. He's like, I really need to see pictures of why it's VG plus. I'm like, dude, okay. Here's 8 pictures, you know. It's near mint, whatever.
I think I broke my my mono cart when I was showing it to you guys last time.
Oh no, that sucks.
Because I put it back on, and I didn't fasten it all the way.
Yeah.
And then I started to play the record, and I was like, oh no!
It kind of dragged.
Yeah, so that I put it back. It plays, but now it only comes out of one channel. And it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to play in mono, but it's supposed to come out of both speakers. And I don't know
maybe just unplug the wire.
I looked. They're all. I mean, those things are so dang tight on there.
That's the thing. Yeah,
you know,
maybe.
I hope I didn't break. I think I might have broken
What
it
kind
or
of
something.
have?
But thankfully, it's not a super expensive one.
Yeah, you might have like tore the wire or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them next week and see if what they say about. I'm gonna try it on my Technics because this was on my bedroom table. But you know, I was just thinking about today too, with that Nagoka that I have. I think when that eventually wears out, because it's so dang expensive, and I think it's mostly because it's from Japan. I think that instead of replacing that, I'm so impressed with this Grotto mono that I think I might switch over and get a Grotto stereo cartridge instead of replacing the stylus on that.
How do you like the Grottos? Because a lot of people love it. A lot of people say, yeah, it's kind of not that great. What do you think?
I'm thinking that how well this $100 mono one performs. If this one performs that well, then their stereo cart is going to be a lot cheaper than the Nagoka, especially when because replacing that stylus in the Nagoka, it's almost like you might as well be buying the whole thing over again. Because the little cartridge itself, the body, it's like pennies compared to what you're basically if you're just replacing the stylus, but you're basically buying it over again. So usually it's better to buy the replacement stylus for the next level up if it's compatible with it, because you're already spending all this money anyway. So
that's how you do the other phone. Same thing.
I might sell the little body and then just see how the Grotto works out, because I really like them, and I think the reason they're much cheaper is because they're here, and we don't have to pay all the extra fees that are tagged on to the Nagoka, because people have to import those in. I don't think there's any distributor here for them.
Nagoka, I'm not sure.
I got mine off of Amazon, I think.
So Nick, it's not too much work for Chill to return. I just kind of shot myself in the foot by not putting the proper grade on it, probably.
Yeah. So Nick, how do you compare the sound you get from a Nordophone to a Grado at the same price point? Because I never do comparison. I'm so just curious about it.
Black, doesn't it sound amazing already?
The black is great. So I did what Baggett said. I had a bronze for like 2 or 3 years in a row, just replacing the stylus, and I said, okay, screw it. I'm gonna get a black now, and I found it tames like the background noise a lot better. It's more silent. The bronze is very open. You hear everything. The black, I think, it's kind of more laid back in a sense. You still get all the detail, but it's not so loud. It doesn't become so noisy. I think it's more refined. And
I
there's
gotta
like a
love
top
it.
of the line black now. Yeah, the blue is great. The blue is great.
I mean, my setup in here is not expensive. I mean, the turntable is probably the most expensive part. My speakers are like $150. My receiver's like an old Onkyo, so you know, it sounds great to me though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What's this? What's this about, Baggy?
Oh, Nick was saying Nick has some. He's got 3 or 4 of them apparently. I was
Okay.
gonna, Hi-Fi Vinyl News in Singapore. He did all those famous shootouts. Do you ever watch those?
I think I've seen like one.
I mean, I watched
it's
them
tough.
all through the years. Like,
Good night, Nicole. Thanks for joining.
night. I watched all the shootouts, and that's why I got into Goka. I know that's why Rachel did too, and I really like it, but it's just so dang expensive. They're like, I think it was over $400, and that's such a huge investment.
No, it is.
Yeah.
And it's gonna wear down eventually.
Yeah.
I think I paid
It's like
200 from Blue.
Yeah.
The blue's nice, yeah. I
Yeah,
had
I
the
usually-
red. I had the red, and people say it's too sharp, and I did hear that, but I'm like, am I thinking that now because people put that in my head, or is it really too sharp?
What were we gonna say, Felipe?
Forgot, Chris.
Well, that's fine. Here's a good question because I'm thinking about the same thing, and well, Baggy has one. So, I was thinking about getting a mono cart. Worth it. Also thinking of upgrading in general. I have Audio Technica. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
much about carts. I like the Ortophone. I bought it because it is pre-attached to my. I've got a technique, so I can just put it on and it works great. But
Yeah.
I would like to get a mono cart.
Yeah. I have a monocart. Baggy also has.
You have that
So the
nice Ortophone one, right?
I have the white one, not the SC. I have the regular or the phone mono.
Oh, they have 2 versions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the SC is like
So one's
What do
like
they call
super high end.
it's like a Shibata nude style, super thin
Yeah.
for the SC. What I would say is, so if you think about a mono groove, both sides are cut exactly the same. So the mono cart and the way it's built is able to track those precisely and put them together in a single signal. That's according to Ordophone website. They have a really nice diagram. If you go to the Ordophone website, they have a really nice explanation on why the difference. If you're running a stereo card on a groove that looks the same, they're not going to come like center as they should. So you get a slightly pan image. It's not going to be so precise and sharp, the sound. It's going to be a little off. Just like if you blink your eyes or if you think about the 3D glasses, that's kind of feeling that you're going to have. Although it's very minor, but it does make the sound more punchy, more focused, more centered. Definitely.
Nick, this works too using a mono button for sure.
That's that. Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to ask Mike about that because he was talking this morning about mono, and I wanted to know how does he listen to it? Do you know?
He doesn't have he only has a stereo cartridge. He doesn't have a mono.
So he just listens with all that background. It's because it's horrible. I remember the first time I came home. In San Diego. There's a shop called Folk Arts Records, and they have a lot of old 60s stuff, and not in super great condition, but fun to listen to if you just want to have them for collecting. So I brought home a Johnny Cash, and I put it on there, and it was like this kind of sound that you get because your stereo card is trying to read that other, it's either side to side and up and down, and if that one doesn't exist, so it's just making this whirling noise like a wind noise or something. And then as soon as I got my NAD little head unit, and it has a mono button on it, and so that cut it out. But then I said it's much more. I didn't want to have that thing on my stereo system, so so I'll get the cart now that I have a Technics, and I can just easily swap out the cartridges, and it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I
have
really
options.
like it.
Yeah, if you don't have a cart, your integrator might have a switch. Even your phono preamp might have a switch. There are options there, definitely.
Yeah, and there's people. If I looked around, because I looked for a long time, like another system. There's guys that'll put together if you go on forums, there's a guy that was putting together kind of like a shit Manny type of little aluminum, box where he just wired it up for you, where you could plug in and then make a little switch instead of, because you don't want to sum your chords, because then you'd be back there every time you want to listen to a record to put them back to stereo and everything. So
Exactly.
I mean, there's little if you're good with electronics and you can rig something up for yourself. It's a very simple thing. You're just trying to sum the two channels into one.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Nick, I showed
Nick,
that Joe Newman record. I think I showed in your challenge. I think it was that one. It says right on it, don't worry if you this is a mono record, but if you have a stereo stereo needle or stylus or whatever, you can play that on both will work. So that was an early 60s record. So at some point, it's hard to tell which ones, I guess while he's saying probably pre 63.
Holy shit, I bet it does, Nick. I bet it sounds amazing. That sounds awesome. So Chris wants to talk about Kind of Blue 45 because we're down to 31 viewers when we were like at 50 earlier and everyone left.
Oh my goodness.
We started talking about boring styluses and stuff.
So vinyl, yeah.
Thanks for bringing one back though.
So Baggy, did you get one?
Say that again?
Did you get one of those 45s?
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, it was a big deal for me to get the 33. I mean, that's a lot of money. I'm so glad. I'm actually glad this whole MoFi thing happened.
Yeah.
Because I was like just stressing out about
getting the MoFi.
How am I going to explain to my wife like those getting sketches in Spain? I wanted the Elvis. I wanted the Thriller.
Yeah.
I might do a video on this too. I just went over to Best Buy today because we have a PS4 and no one's played it for like 2 or 3 years. And I play everything. I have a little Nintendo Switch that I play when I want to play games on. And I said, I'm just going to take that thing and trade it in. So I took it over to Best Buy and they gave me $100 for it. And I got a Sony Blu-ray S something 6700. It's $100 Blu-ray player. Because the Sony PlayStation doesn't play audio CDs.
Oh wow!
Let alone super audio. You can't put a regular compact disc in it. It's the dumbest thing on earth. So I said, I'll get rid of this thing. I hate having to charge a controller every time I want to watch
get a Blu-ray player. Yeah.
I got the Blu-ray player. It does SACD audio.
They should do.
When the Thriller comes out, I'm going to get the CD version of it because Mike Esposito was saying. He was hearing different things in that, the new mix that they're doing for it. It's going to be worth getting. I want to hear that, but I don't need the whole set. So I'm going to get the $30 super audio CD, and I can finally play it because this Blu-ray player will play it.
Yeah.
The Thriller might be the only exception for me that I still might buy.
I think you'll get it.
I think I'll get the one step on that one.
Yeah.
The other ones I'm not getting. I canceled them too.
Well, it's a collector's item. No matter even whether it sounds good or not. I mean, I don't think it's going to go down in value.
I just love the record, so if it's going to be this version.
So still on the 45. So Novisnik, I would open it, play it. They're pressing 25,000. There's going to be plenty out there. I don't think it's going to be like a flipping kind of thing. I just think it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. The vinyl is that quiet, as we talked before. The music is more open. There's more stuff to be heard there. I mean, if you can extract that, I think you won't regret. You won't regret. There's a huge leap from the original as I compare to 33 and 45. There's a big difference. 33 and 45, not so much. If you have the UHQR 33, you might be happy with it.
Yeah.
The 45 reveals more, is more silent. There's the inconvenience of flipping sides, but it's just outstanding. I think they really took a step further. If you have it, want to try, I highly recommend. I think you're gonna love it. You're gonna really love it.
That's interesting. I need to look at that.
Yeah, me too. I got one. Yeah.
I didn't buy that. I didn't get that, even though I was a big fan of hers. Originally, when she first came out, I listened to that CD a lot. But I just assumed, I'm like, well, look at when it's recorded. It must not be It must not have been an analog.
I think it's like
at that time.
97, 98, right? No.
But then the Cranberries were apparently analog because that analog, they came out with that reissue. So I guess you never know like what was analog.
But I think the Cranberries is much earlier. The Cranberries like 91, 92.
Well, I mean, just I thought anything in the late '80s and beyond was, because maybe that Dire Straits album, that was early '80s and they were all digital.
Yeah.
Maybe it was cheaper at that point, to to go analog. Maybe they did it because it was actually maybe it was more expensive to do digital back then.
Yeah, most of my super amazing ones are 45s as well. I mean, as far as sound-wise goes.
Mm-hmm.
I have Bob Dylan 45. I think it's an acoustic Productions one. I have well, it's not 45. No, I'm sorry. I have, but my MoFis that I have that I love is my Roy Orbison's Greatest Hits. I adore that album. It is absolutely wonderful, and I'm pretty sure it's digital.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones of all time.
Yeah, I don't mind 45 too. I mean, look at all those music matters. It's just. Superb.
I have a Ricky Nelson one that they were blowing out off of Music Direct. It was like in a sale they were having. So.
No, I don't have this one. Yeah, I mean, I think 45s are great. I like the sound. It's like 10, 12 minutes each side. That's totally fine by me. I mean,
this one is a 33 that sounds really good that I got today or yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's 45, right?
Oh yeah, it is 45, isn't it?
They're all 45s.
Yeah, it's 45. I lied. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this one is not 45, and it does sound good. So, this Cars record is 33. Yeah. So it just came out, and they both sound great. They're both analog too. So
yeah, all the Cars into the Elvis Costello. That's what we found out ad nauseum from YouTube.
The Cars are very good, but if you want to buy like a 45, I love this one. It's a mono baggy, probably the best mono Music Matters ever put.
I know. I wish I had just come into back into vinyl collecting when Music Matters was around, and I didn't realize they weren't going to be around forever, and I was like I had them like, oh, I'm gonna get that one someday and that one someday, and that's
I mean, yeah, the whole packaging. I mean, look at this beauty here.
Yeah, dude, hang on. You always have to tease us with this record specifically.
I mean, look at those legs, right?
So that's the classic.
Comments ruining the legs.
This record is phenomenal. The punch that the bass has here, how open these horns are. I mean, can't beat this 45. Can't beat it. Sorry.
Yeah, but my $25 version sounds amazing too.
Oh yeah,
that must be what I have. That's a classic.
That classic series is really good. That classic series is really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, Felipe has an amazing collection of 45s for sure.
And I mean, there's plenty of stuff. Look, this is a Blue Label. It's not even Van Gelder. This record sounds amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got a shit ton of Blue Notes. Most of them are classics, and here's one that sounds amazing. Let me find it. Also, one of my favorite Blue Notes. I've got 2 copies of this one. Everybody knows this record. Hang on. So this one's $25 whenever it's available. It's the classic Pearl Station. This thing sounds ridiculous. In the record, the music's just amazing, right?
That's a must-have, yes.
Yeah. And then I've got this version that I found in the wild. It's a 33 RPM Music Matters. It sounds better, but not that much better.
That's nice. Yeah, I have a Music Matters too.
Yeah, I mean, I only bought it because it's like one of my favorite records, so I splurged when I saw it.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's
at my record store. So, what is that? Yep. Oh, SRX. Yeah, I don't have any of those. Those are super fancy.
Yeah, I got a handful.
It'll tell the difference anyway, honestly. Any Oscar Peterson fans? Yes, Oscar Peterson is in my top 3 jazz pianists.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's so many great. He had a show, I believe, was his television show that he had, was it in England?
In what?
Was he in England when he had that show?
Oh, I don't know. I've only seen I
I'm
saw
not
a
sure.
couple
But
episodes.
everyone go look at it. You can look him up on YouTube. There's whole episodes of that show, and he's got
That's
greats
nice.
coming on there. He's got like Count Basie come on there. I mean, they're incredible. It's incredible television. They have it on YouTube to watch. People have uploaded it up on there.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of those, and he did some stuff with Count Basie where they had like two pianos on stage.
That's
really cool too. Good stuff on YouTube for Oscar. Can we talk Time Out? They're not coming back, man. There's no just because we start talking about something cool doesn't mean they'll hear it and suddenly come back.
Time Out. Soul Station's great.
Yeah.
I mean, Time Out is another record. Done a shootout. I have an OG 6i.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It is like miles behind the AP45.
Which one?
The Time Out.
Oh yeah.
It's not even close by like a huge stretch.
You've heard both the 33 AP and the other one?
No, I have an original and the 45.
Oh,
I don't have the 33.
Oh yeah. I'm looking for the video record.
Oh, it sounds so bad compared to the AP.
I've got an OG too, and it's all scratched up, so it sounds like shit. But the 45 is just nuts.
Yes.
Well, I can't find this record. What the hell? Here it is. Is this the one you have, Nick? Let me make myself big real quick. It's a great record. It's on Pablo, Oscar Peterson, Niels Peterson, and Joe Pat.
This is amazing. This is amazing, Chris.
Yeah, it's a good record. $6. $6.
That's a Prestige?
Pablo.
Pablo.
Oh, okay.
Pablos are freaking amazing. I love Pablo. They're usually pretty cheap. Not all of them are cheap, but most of them are cheap. They're all like, players that were kind of in their later years that, had played for 30 years, so they all sound great. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, easy.
Oh, you got 6i. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look that up.
Were you guys watching Mike Esposito go through those used records the other night? I know one of you guys was in there.
It was going through the bins, those blue notes, right?
Yeah, and you see he had that Clifford Brown, and it's like, hey, show that Clifford. I got pulled away from the stream because I didn't realize he had it up in front and center where you could see it clearly. And so I was like, hey, when he's just about the end, I'm like, can you show the Clifford Brown? I was like, Alex, asked him to show the Clifford Brown. He's like, no, that's an electronic stereo. So it's like a 1969 Liberty reissue, and it's like the electronic stereo version.
Yeah, I have a few of those. There's an Aura Silver, the Jazz Messengers, I think the late 60s, early 70s pressings. Also electronic rechannel doesn't sound good.
I was going to ask you guys, I came across this website. Let me put it here. Have you been to this website before?
I don't know.
Oh, London Jazz Collector? Oh, yeah.
I don't have this one.
Because I was trying to figure out, this is like convinced me as far as, that article specifically explains mono versus stereo as far as Blue Note is concerned, but I'm still in the dark when it comes to Riverside because there's certain Riversides that I went, and the stereos are often cheaper than the mono versions, and I don't know which is better because those aren't recorded by Van Gelder and they're in a different studio and everything. So
well, if
I don't know where to get that information from.
If there's a stereo and it's not an electronically separated one, then I would buy this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but
specifically, I'm talking about the cupbearers.
I mean, I don't know specific records it would be iffy on, but I mean, generally, especially if there's 60s records, I would definitely just the stereo because what the monos are probably going to be is fold downs, right?
Yes.
6 and 6.
Okay, as opposed to what in this article. Let me.
Early on stereo for Blue Note.
That's a fantastic site. Anyone that's not already familiar with it, I might be late to.
Yeah, I post that. That's great.
Oh yeah.
The for that specific 18-month period, and Joe Hurley talks about this all the time because people want more monos. Rudy recorded both stereo and mono at the same time on 2 tape machines, but then he didn't, and he just started in fold down. So,
and they're explaining in that article that he only had one monitor in there, so everything he did, even for the stereo mix, he was
Oh,
only
really?
monitoring it in mono, so he didn't
Exactly,
really
yeah.
care.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting article. Yeah.
Hey,
So you think the mono price being higher is because it might be more rare, because maybe people
Could be
Maybe
more
the
rare,
mono
and maybe
ones?
it could be. It sounds better. I mean, you never
more
know.
collective, yeah.
I doubt it.
But if you want to buy Riverside monos, there's an original crazy expensive. On the 70s, the Milestone, Japanese pressings, green label, Milestone.
Mhm.
They're great. I have some Sony Rollings, some other ones. They're great.
Are they
Yeah.
reissues from the 50s stuff, or are they actual 70s releases on Milestone?
No, reissues.
Oh, cool.
So I was just playing last night. Freedom Suite, Sony Rollins is a Milestone. It's a Japanese record. That stuff sounds amazing.
And when did those come out? The Japanese ones?
I think 70s, if
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not mistaken. They have a blue label with the M of Milestone, but they're Riverside. I'll go pick one for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this. I'm trying to pull it up now. Wow, it's a 2-hour presentation on the history of Columbia Records. I'm gonna watch that. That sounds cool.
I think I've seen that one.
Columbia doesn't get a whole lot of love. I mean, well, except for the Miles stuff, I guess, but in Time Out, there's plenty of, I guess there's plenty of Columbia stuff. But as a jazz label, people don't say Columbia, right? And they got a bunch of amazing jazz records. I mean, Duke Ellington put out so much stuff there. Kent Basie put out a bunch of stuff there. There's tons. But the problem with it is, like, their jazz series, the 12, whatever, now I don't remember what numbers it was, but anyway, their jazz series was all just part of their main line. So when you're looking at records in like the 50s, they're all mixed up with trash, like the beer hall music. And if you like that, that's fine. I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Beer hall music, mood music, just
Mhm.
random shit. It's like dollar bin trash. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. Whereas like Atlantic, their 1200 series is all jazz records, and it goes like up to 1500. It's great. I love the Atlantic stuff.
Yeah. So Baggy, here's an example.
Let's see this.
Can you see it?
Do those come with an OB originally, or are they?
They might. These are all mono. So
So they do their own
references.
label.
Yes.
That's characteristic of the Japanese. They love to.
And this stuff
have
sounds
every
amazing.
location.
So if you want to check it out, it's SMJ6044M. You're gonna find it. There's a whole series of those. I have 2 or 3.
So Chris, I do notice that people left after the wax did, but he was on for 2 hours, and the stream's been going for 2.5 hours. So I would expect people to drop off.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because of Mike. They leave. The pretty one leaves, and then they all.
The pretty one.
Yeah.
How dare you? Yeah, that's fair too.
He's the
We
David
had a good
Jones.
stream last week. Mazzy and Rob were on for 2-3 hours. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Nick. You pretty much love it. Yeah, I love everything Felipe shows too. He has a really amazing collection.
I know it's not jazz, but have you guys ever seen the video of the? It's like a little documentary on the Mercury Living Presence, the classical series.
I don't have any of those.
It's a really cool video, and it has this lady that was comparing the digital when this was the beginnings, and she's like, no, this sounds like cardboard, is how she described it. And she knew back then. It's a really cool one. I'll link it if I can find it.
So when I want to say a cool record here, this is a sleeper. I think everybody should pay more attention to this guy here. Bluesnik.
Well, yeah, Jackie McLean. More people.
This is Jackie McLean. There's a Music Matters version, so it's not going to be Tom Poet, maybe classic, but Bluesnik is amazing. And that's a blue label, Van Gelder. So Baggy, one thing we always debate among ourselves, if you look at the London Jazz Collector Blue Notes label guide, they're going to say that the 70s blue labels mostly suck. But man, I bought these things for like $10, $20 a few years ago. They are like really, really going up in price, and they sound incredible. And then most of them are going to be Van Gelder. Okay, they're going to use Van Gelder metalwork.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I love London Jazz Collector's site, but they shit on all the reissues basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look at Prestige, the 70s reissues are trash. I mean, they say everything's trash. So
There's
Yeah.
one series of Blue Note pressings that I have one or two records. They really suck. They're terrible. The mid '80s.
yeah, I bet.
Not the DMM. The DMMs mostly are going to be good. There's a mid '80s from like '85, '84, '86. Those records are terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I got
Well-
excited for a second because I saw this cadre. Do you know
Mhm.
about those? The cadre reissues?
Oh, those are French, right?
The French, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Oh,
wait.
they-
And then I read more into it. I'm like, oh, okay. Never mind.
No, they should be fine. And you gotta
Really?
try. It's just their opinion. They should. I don't have any, but they should be fine. I've seen many posts in the groups. Many
Well, that's
posts.
early digital stuff, though. I mean, but they've got a
Yeah.
lot of really neat stuff that they did
But
at the time. And they're cheap.
the DMM sounds great. I mean, if you look at the DMM release, they are almost like the classic series that we have now. All the big hits are there.
Agree, Chris.
And, yeah.
Oh, now
Well,
you're on the hook though. You're on the hook, Felipe, because Mark here bought a record on your recommendation. So
Cool. Hope you enjoy, Mark. So, Mark, drop us. I think you left a message about Chet Baker. Go to our Instagram, drop a private message, and we can talk about it. Definitely.
he wants to buy your record for sure. So I got this one this week too. I'm gonna put a video up this weekend about both of these, the Newland reissues. You know.
Did you? Mine shows. I got mine through Music Direct, and it shows back order on both of them. That and the Blue Mitchell.
I got them from Acoustic Sounds.
Just recently, like just this
Yeah.
week, or okay.
Yeah, I ordered them last week, I guess.
I hope I'm not screwed.
I did have problems with both of them though. Like I don't know if you can see this. Let me see. The corner was like smashed to shit on this one, which I mean,
That's weird for Acoustic Sounds. I mean,
I know it was weird. And then the other one had a seam split, which these jackets are interesting. So I'm gonna put a video up about them, talking about what all they come with and stuff. But the jackets are like a step above the classic series, I would say, but not like an Analog Productions jacket. But they also, let me show you this. This is neat. So I think they're pressed at Palace. They come with a polyline sleeve, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one came with this here. Which is,
There's a booklet, right?
this one's
Oh,
not.
wow.
Yeah, really nice picture. Howard McGee, and then it's just got that on the back. But yeah, I thought that was cool.
That is really cool.
The other one came with a booklet that's got some got a picture of the album cover again, and then
You didn't order the Blue Mitchell, right?
no, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, it
Does that
showed.
one have a neat picture in it?
It sounds better than this one, I think. Let's see. I can show you that one real quick. So, yeah, so the Blue Mitchell one is here. This is a great record. I'd never heard of it before. You can't find original
Neither
this one either.
Which label is that, Chris?
It was on Mainstream originally. So this one came with a little booklet, which does have a different picture. I lied. So it's got this picture in it.
That's
Blue
cool.
Mitchell, and then on the inside it's got some more pictures and then liner notes for the guy that played drums.
That's what
That's nice.
that's what Vinyl Please should do instead of those stupid little books.
I never read those books. I don't know. It's just
Well,
something.
plus they like Bronco P. Dub was saying they can warp the records because you're sticking this like
yeah.
Yeah, I've experienced that.
Just do a nice sheet like that,
I'm afraid of pulling those straps and not being able to put them back.
Yeah, they're hard to put back on. If you're a nerd,
Let me get a cool one for you guys.
but those two just came out and they sound pretty good. I wouldn't say they sound great, but I'd say they sound pretty good. Yeah, I would like to see that too, Nick. I haven't even heard that record, but any Joe Henderson from the 70s, you can reissue it and I will buy it. What's that one called? That's got like the geometric figure on the front of it. Oh man, I can't remember. It starts with a T. I can't remember the name of it now. But I really would like a copy of that. I think there was a reissue of it recently, but I haven't seen it anywhere. Well, have you got any new records this week, Baggy?
Just that one. Again, I'm so happy you showed me that because now I can be at peace with this Sketches of Spain.
Oh yeah. No, they're good. I like them.
And I got it.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, I got it for like because it wasn't the only thing I bought from him. That it combined the shipping and it was cheaper than what I would have paid on Discogsport.
Right.
And I know I can trust this guy now because he did every single record I got from him.
Okay.
Well, that's
So that's cool. So speaking of Blue Mitchell, this is going to be a Tone Poet soon. I think I showed this record last time. Not sure.
Is it going to be let's look. Is it going to be a Tone Poet soon? You said.
I think it's Tone Poet Classic. No, it's being reissued soon.
Harold Neighbor, nice.
I hope it's
That's I think it's a second pressing. It's a New York pressing.
Is that the one with the messed up label?
No, that one is. I think it's my Jackie's bag. This says New York on both sides.
Okay, cool. No, Blue Mitchell's great. I mean, that's the first record of his that I own that he's the leader on. So
that's an amazing record. And now that you guys mentioned, I was upstairs picking up my record.
Oh yeah, dude! Power to the People.
That's a milestone.
Oh
This thing is dynamite.
How could it not be? Why not?
And
what was the original label of that?
I think
that's an original, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Milestone. Oh wait, so Milestone was a label,
Yes.
or that's? Oh, okay. I thought that was the name of the Japanese reissue.
No, Milestone is what River. I'm going blank. Never mind. What's it called?
Riverside.
Milestone.
Riverside.
I'm River Stoned. So Riverside turned into Milestone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long did that go on for?
Up into the 70s. Nick, I meant Tetragon. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about for Joe Henderson. Do you have that one, Felipe? Do you have Tetragon?
No.
So
I have a reserve. Didn't pick up yet.
Oh, nice. If y'all like, I mean, y'all and people on the channel that are in the chat that are still here, if y'all like Joe Henderson, that Inner Urge on Blue Note came out in the Classic Series a few months back. It is freaking great. That is a great record.
What time period was it from?
Let me look. I don't remember. I think it's a little bit earlier than the Milestone stuff.
65.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah, you got the MMJ there, right? Yeah, that's this record. If y'all don't,
Is it more like soul, or is it get out there?
it gets a little bit out there. It's not crazy though. By any means.
No. Oh no.
You can stream it if if you don't have it, you can stream it. It's really good.
Yeah, I think if you want to get one, go to page one. Page one is amazing.
That's true too. Page one is great. These are all Joe Henderson records.
Yeah. No, this one's here too.
Our thing. I haven't heard that one.
I just got it. I haven't played yet.
You haven't played it yet, oh?
Wow, Kenny Dorham and Andrew Hill.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. What was that again?
Our thing.
Our thing. Okay.
I have to check that out.
This guy's still available. Music Matters. They still have it.
How much is that? Like $150?
I think 25. Yeah, 125 or 150, something like this.
Yeah, Kenny Dorham. But hey, by the way, have you guys ever heard Kenny Dorham sings? Have you listened to that album?
Kenny Dorham sings? No.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
Listen to it. I'm interested to know what you think.
Check it out.
It's interesting. I listened to it a million times, and I don't know if it's like the worst thing I ever heard or the best thing I ever heard or somewhere in between.
Speaking of the Classic Series, I got to show you a record from Jack McDuff.
I love him.
Yeah.
I have a Prestige live Jack McDuff. The one that came on Classic Series is a killer vinyl. It's amazing. I love
they just
the green cover. It just came out like 2 months ago, I think.
Yeah.
That one is killer. And I have a live one. I'm gonna pick it up. Let me go pick it up. That one is super cool.
Here's this other one. So this is the one I was talking about, yeah. So this came out like, I don't know, a month or two ago. It's got to be available everywhere still, you'd think. Brother Jack McDuff, Moon Rapping.
Yeah,
This is a killer record. It came
that
in.
one is not my cup of tea
No?
personally.
Well, you don't like...
None. There's stuff that I'll listen to get, just for educational purposes.
Right.
Stuff that I don't want to. I have to really limit what I buy for financial reasons and for space reasons.
Oh, man, it makes sense. I get it. Well, if you don't like organ, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one. And it's probably one of the best sounding of the classic series in my opinion.
It's funny, some of the stuff I had in the 90s, when I was picking up stuff like to learn like beat matching and stuff like that, and I picked up stuff out of dollar bins that, like Jimmy Smith stuff that I didn't know who he was. I just thought it was a funny cover. And I just like gave all that. I gave it away pretty much. I didn't know what a lot of it was,
Well, yeah.
Until now. I'm like, oh, I had that. I had Fat Albert Rotunda and all that,
Thanks, Nick. Thanks for hanging out with us.
So I got two more Prestige. So vinyl, since you asked, I picked this for $1 at a thrift store nearby.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yep,
That's
dollar
cool.
record. Original Van Gelder, the whole stuff.
That's crazy for $1.
For $1. I think they had no idea what they had.
What is that?
Brother Jack McDuff Live.
Oh, okay.
What kind of shape is it in?
On Prestige. He plays like VG. This G plus.
Okay, well that's fine for $2.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for it is a most of his jazz records suck. They don't put the date on the back. So it's Jack McDuff organ, Red Holloway, George Benson, and Joe Dukes. I think it's like very early record. I did dig it. It's a very, very live session, very,
Yeah.
And another Prestige that we talked about. You guys made me buy this record, and I love it. Billy Taylor Trio with Candido.
I didn't make you buy that record, so I don't have that record. But that looks
You guys showed me a different Billy Taylor record, and I went check to him, and then I was recommended this one, Billy Taylor Trio with Candido.
Yeah. Hey, Nick,
Also,
hang on a sec. Hey, Nick, if
Sure,
you
sir.
want to join the stream, you can. I just put the link to the StreamYard, and everyone's welcome to join.
yeah. So this is Earl May, Percy Bryce, and Billy Taylor. This is a killer record. Highly recommend. I think I bought on Discogs for very cheap, like $20.
That's cool.
And that's an original Van Gelder Prestige.
Hang
And
on.
it's in a great shape. It plays VG plus, mint minus. Not mint minus, no, but VG plus it plays. However, something that I highly recommend for everybody, whenever you can, get an ultrasonic cleaner because it really steps up the grade of your records.
That's true.
So it helps in a sense that it pays for itself. I bought a G plus graded Led Zeppelin 2 Ludwig. It plays VG plus at least after I clean it. It sounds amazing. I got a Lush Life, a Coltrane original, $40. After I cleaned, it plays mint minus.
Let me turn down my volume here.
Yeah, Nick, if you have the YouTube stream playing, you can just close it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I was just
Much better now.
cataloging some LPs I got when I first got into it. As a matter of fact, I'm spinning. Got that spinning as I was using my headphones to make sure the quality of the recording on the vinyl. Now I want to make sure I get it right. What's that?
That Boston record is amazing. I love that record.
Well,
Yeah.
The other one was Don't Look Back, and that's pristine. No background noise or anything. No surface noise.
Wow.
And this one I was about to place on when y'all invited me. And I thank you all so much. I've been watching.
Absolutely.
Felipe, you did a great job on the 45 today. I watched it. And
Thank you so much, Nick.
He really did.
There's my shirt.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty eclectic when it comes to.
Thank you
what I
so
listen.
much, Fleming Groove. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was informative. The time lapse that must have took a lot of time to edit. Yes.
No, I didn't take that much time. I did the edit, so it wasn't that bad. He sent me all the videos and I stitched them together.
I'll see. I told you, Felipe, it was nothing to it.
Now, I made a video today because I was off work today and I was a little inebriated, so it took me about an hour to edit a 12-minute video because I had so many stupid just blank out moments, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't know because I haven't edited any videos, so if I can't get it on the fly, we don't. And I'm not a YouTuber. I just follow and
Sure.
I participate a lot, and I enjoy it. And the effort you guys all put into it is much appreciated. The information is priceless, of course. You know, growing up, I don't know how y'all are. I'm 62, and you know the world's changed a lot since back then. So the information now is just incredible. So
it's pretty cool. For some people, it's super easy to buy one of those. For some people, they have to think more. Do I like it? Do I can afford it? Do I want it? Do I need it? So, and everybody wants to know firsthand what's going on. How, you know, they want to compare. So I think whatever 2 cents we can drop in the bucket and help people, that's super cool.
it's kind of like an old school print. You get to know the writer's preferences, what they like, don't like, and all that, and then you can gauge what you do by what they say. But now it's visual as well, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, just one parenthesis. Vinyl. I saw Roger Waters last week here in Orlando. It was an amazing show. You should go.
I missed it here.
Was it?
Roger Waters.
I live in the middle of nowhere, 10 miles south of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I have no record store. Wax was saying all these great deals. I'm like, I don't live there.
What state do you live in, if you don't mind sharing?
I live right in the middle of Louisiana.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a big bullseye right in the middle, and it's 200 miles from civilization. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up in the big city, and I found my bride, and I said, I'm done. It's just too many people on top of each other, too expensive, taxes on top of taxes. It's just.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's if you're single or whatever, and you know the big city, great, more selection, all that kind of bit. But I love living out in the country. I got a few acres around me, and I have a home theater, so I can crank it up if I want to. You know, watch a movie in the theater, and you know, not worry about the neighbors saying, "Hey, man."
Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm cooped in here with the people around me.
Yeah, your 4 15-inch subwoofer drivers are just shaking the house, and I live next door. Stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus my trumpet practice. Like I do a lot of practicing in the car because I know it's a loud instrument.
Really?
I'm not familiar with this forum, but I'll check that out.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Definitely. Thank you.
Chris says he'd love to live 200 miles from the big city.
Oh, yeah? Well,
I would.
Like 30 years ago, you were farther away now than we are now, because now you can get the world delivered to your door in a day and a half.
Yeah.
But back then, there was a lot of sacrifices. You know, no real pizza, for instance. You know, I grew up in Philly, so you know, real Philly. What's that?
This is my grandfather back in the 80s when I was a kid. He moved out to the middle of nowhere, basically, and they didn't even have a well, so he had every week he drove into town and got barrels of water like on a trailer.
Wow.
And he loved it, and I loved it too because I was a little kid. We were taking showers outside. I thought it was fun, and he eventually got a well put in.
Sure.
But yeah, back then there was no delivering. We had to drive, 50 miles to get to a Walmart. So
Right.
Oh.
So you were a lot brighter when you planned your trip because you knew it wasn't going to be for a while.
Yeah.
If you forgot it, you just forgot it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah, we used CBs to talk to the neighbors out there because the telephones were long distance to your neighbor because they had to go
Right.
all the way into town and then come back. Stupid.
Yeah. I remember party lines.
Hmm.
You remember those?
I think we lost your.
Telephone party line?
It's cutting. Yeah.
I think we're losing your audio a bit, Nick.
Okay.
Cutting out a little bit, yeah.
Well, I don't know why, but no. Anyway, so in the 45, brought you guys the other day. Rachel, of course, she does a pretty good stream. Enjoy her.
Yeah, we watch Rachel's stream all the time. We're on it half the time too. One of us.
Yeah.
It's really fun. That's when we started doing these streams. I mean, they're super fun.
Yeah. Select people. You guys seem to play tag team. He shows up and he doesn't.
Yeah.
I met you before, Baggy. Do you have a stream?
I don't have a stream, but I have a channel. I've been watching the videos like you since for years and years and years, and I always thought, oh, I should do YouTube and talk about movies and stuff, and I just finally got around to it now.
Well, it takes time.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I don't edit. Part of the reason why I don't edit, I just kind of sometimes I have to re-record the whole thing because I get lost in my thoughts. So my computer can't handle the editing software. Like when I try to run it, it's just a mess. So I just have to do it live.
Have you tried Shotcut?
Hmm?
Have you tried Shotcut?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty good. That's what I use.
Is it lightweight as far as like resource?
I mean, if you close everything else on your computer while you're editing, it's probably fine.
I used to edit my trumpet, like I do trumpet progress videos on like my before I made my own channel, just like under my name.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do trumpet progress, and I would edit those together because sometimes I would kind of lip sync the trumpet to the track because I did a couple at the beach, just for like this talent contest we had at work. And it just like my computer was like suffering the whole time.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Felipe? You're about ready to wrap things up, or you got anything else you want to talk about?
I think it should be good now, Chris. I think we have one more video coming up, right? Soon.
So tomorrow morning, actually at 8:00, I believe, we got a Creed Taylor memorial video we did where we show a bunch of records from all the different eras of Creed Taylor. He's a jazz producer. If y'all aren't familiar with him, he worked for ABC. He's founded Impulse. He worked at Bethlehem. He worked at Verve. He founded CTI Records. So yeah. So that's coming out tomorrow, and then Sunday I've got a little jazz snack that's scheduled to come out too. So got some more stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to catch you on a rebroadcast because I don't do mornings well.
No, it's not live. We'll just show up.
It's going to be recorded, yes.
Yeah, it's all right. It's pre-recorded, so it'll just be there at 8 and hopefully forever after that.
Yeah, I think it should be a pretty cool one.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you guys so much. Keep up the good stuff.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And thanks everybody for joining. We're probably going to be around Rachel's stream tomorrow. If you are also, if so, we'll see you there.
I'll be on my bicycle listening.
All right, Baggy. Have a good night, man.
Night.
Good night.
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 See you guys.